Okay, here we are again. 3 days of Ratchet and Clank in a row. It's like an extended weekend of Ratchet and Clank. So we will get started in about 2 minutes. 4:32, we'll do it. And we will get a move on with more of this. I don't think I've ever used the thruster pack as a melee weapon in this game. Now that I look at that demo and I see that that's what they were doing in that one section. Might have to look into that and see what kind of AoE it has, if it has any. Well, maybe we'll try it in a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go grab the controller. Be right back. Alright, let me take a drink, then we'll load up, and then we will get moving. So I did a little bit of calculating, and I think, if my calculations are correct, we'll need about, I think, 110,000 bolts total between here and the end of the game in order for me to buy everything I need. Now, right now we have about 23,500, so that's we're in good shape so far. But you know where you probably wouldn't get a lot of bolts around in this sort of a galaxy, in this sort of an economy? In the middle of a war zone. So we're just gonna leave that behind for now. We'll come back and save this whole world from war later. For now, there are more prosperous adventures for us in the stars somewhere else. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Ratchet and Clank, the stream edition. Last time I said we would come back to Battalia after going to Gaspar and Orxon and all those other places, and after being betrayed by Captain Quark. No one saw that coming. I said we would go to Battalia to finish off the stuff that we have to do there, but actually, I'm going to keep pushing forward to Pokitaru next. Excuse me, and we're going to just move along because we can finish off the stuff that you need to do here, but it doesn't really lead to anything significant for a reward, so I can always come back and do it later. For now, we have the pilot's helmet from Gaspar, so we have what we need in order to finish up Pokitaru. And so I'm going to the beach, man. Forget this whole war shit. I'm going on vacation. Y'all can catch me deserting with that other deserter guy. Y'all can catch me later. Hey, MB, how's it going? What's up? Not too much, just hanging out playing one of my favorite sets of games of all time. You know how it be. How you doing? Trying to add Krista to, is it 14 then? Yeah, 14, but don't know why it's giving you an error I-2015. That's a good question. I personally have never added Krista to 14 myself. I've always just used a credit card for it instead. So I'm not 100% sure about that for you. That would be something I would maybe search for in terms of the error code. I don't know if there'd be anything online for it, but yeah, I don't know if I can be any help there. I don't think I've ever gotten that error message, so. What else we got here? We got 2 guns that I actually, well, guns, quote unquote. One is a gun, one's a glove weapon. I'm going to get both of these eventually. The decoy glove, less because I'm actually going to use it in this game. It's not as good in this game as it is later. But the Visit Bomb I would like to get, but right now it's very expensive. So we're going to wait until later because there will be a method later in the game to fix how expensive some of the weapons are. We'll have to increase our persuasion skill, if you know what I mean. But first, let's visit the scenic Jawai Resort sewers, because why the hell are you guys dumping pollution into the ocean? Jesus. Drek is really going all out to try to destroy all these planets, isn't he? Alright, into the sewer level we go. Hey Conker, it's going good. How's everything going for you there? We just got started, so you haven't missed much. I just went to Pokitaru instead of Battaglia to move forward with the plot. And now we're in the sewer. So that's just great. Uh-huh. Well, I see a trespasser, but I don't see a way in, so I guess we're going this way. We could probably do the sewers after doing the main mission here as well, but that's alright. Okay, well, here's where the hydro displacement can happen, so let's go do that. There we go. Moved your PC over to the living room to play games on a much bigger screen, so he'll be on mobile for today as well. Okay, sounds good, Conker. Hopefully Twitch doesn't go about its usual shenanigans for you while you're on mobile there. That would be rather not good. Okay, so now they're combining the gadgets we need to use here, so let's trespass and see what we can find here. Let's see here. So this needs to not be blocking any of them, so it needs to go at least here. This also needs to go here. Or here. So that means this needs to go here. And these need to go here. There we go. Not too bad. And I think the way out is up there. Yeah, it is. So we're going to have to replace the water. We can get on out of here. I'm going to get this out real quick and then get this out. And then double tap to switch. I found out yesterday, I think everybody was here when I found out that the double tap was available, but you can't actually double tap your quick select to get back to the previously used weapon in this game. I didn't think it was in this game. I thought it was only in the sequels, but it is in this game, so that will help us quite a bit. Alright, I don't think I can make it without surfacing here, so I'm just going to do that, grab my air, and then go. Yeah, we might have made it. It might have been pretty close, but we might have made it. Now there's no question, so. Okay, nothing there. Tell you what's going to be a problem, though, is all these guys. Oops. Might as well conserve the ammo while I'm thinking about it. We got some Pyrocitor ammo, but not all the Pyrocitor ammo, so. No, not that, you idiot. There we go. How about that way? There we go. I could be grabbing those guys for the suck cannon as well, but I usually try to run my Pyrocitor ammo out before I start to resort to the suck cannon. Like I said, in this it's similar to the Agents of Doom in this game in that the suck cannon is good, but it's not great. At least not right now. We'll remedy that later, but when you get it back later on in the series, it's much nicer. So. I feel like I'm playing Tick-Tock Clock here or something. Mario 64 with those boxes there. There we go. Oh, trespass time again. Let's see what we got here. Much closer to the router, so you should be fine. Okay, that's good. That's good at least then. So yeah, that should help quite a bit. Let me see here. So these go in opposite directions from one another, so that means this probably needs to be like that. Yeah, it's not blocking anything, so... And this can't be here because it's blocking something, so this has got to go here. There we go. See, some of them I can just kind of see without really having to do too much hard work to get them into place, but some of them I'm like, excuse me, my brain is melting. I need to figure this out. Let's see. We do that, then we do that. Nice. Don't even gotta waste no bomb glove on it. Probably do for this though. Yeah, there we go. Bomb glove still has use around these parts. It's just that some of the other weapons kind of take its place as the small weapon or large weapon of choice. So. Especially here, I think, if we kept going in the level, we'd have an easier time of it, but... Because now I'm going to have to go back and grab all those bolts. But... Either way, we'll make it work. Let's run away from that, or swim away from that, rather. Go grab those bolts. And the Devastator ammo, I'll take that too, that's rather nice. And now, back we go. Just to grab all our stuff. There's actually a couple of upgrades that would help in the sewers here, but we don't have any of them just yet. Oh, I missed some boxes down here. Good thing I came back. Run the hell away from that, there we go. And one more for the road. All this stuff up. Treasure trawling at the bottom of the, well, sewer rather than sea, but I gotta go up. I could have made it, but to get that one, but I didn't want to risk it. Just like I don't want to risk it right now. I know you can risk it for the biscuit, but there's no biscuit involved here. It's just Ratchet and a lack of air, so I would rather not. Drowning is not fun. Not fun in real life, and it's not fun in video games either, so... At least the music from the Sonic series isn't here to annoy me while I'm drowning. That would suck. You already said it was wrong, so hopefully you can get it fixed and be able to add Krista and play 14 for 1 month. Yeah, hopefully it gets fixed for you there. Because that sucks. If that's your, like, source of being able to play it or not, then yeah, I could see how that would be a bit troublesome, that's for sure. This looks sketchy. Gentlemen, I'll be with you in a moment. Just go treasure trawling again. Okay. Not to worry though, once we get the O2 mask, as you'll see, I don't think this is much of a spoiler, but once we get the O2 mask, our air troubles in the underwater areas will be a thing of the past. As you'll see. So, here. Alright. Not exactly what I wanted to do, but that was kind of slick. No, get me up there. Thank you. Alright. Well, again, not exactly what I wanted to do, but this'll work. I think if you get them in the water, by the way, they instantly die. Just like the Agents of Doom. Go get them, boys. They're right behind you. Do you need my help? Hang on, I'm coming down. Kind of cleared out the crowd at this point a little bit too, so that should help a little. Ha! Good job, boys. Keep up the good work. Oh, there is a different bolt. There's a gear. I don't know if you just saw that, but there's gears that we can get now. Those might be worth 10 if I had to guess. I'm trying to see if they showed up in any of these boxes, but I don't think so. Yeah, so I guess it's more than just the 1s and the 5s, which makes sense because, you know, there'd have to be more in order for us to be able to get as many bolts as you can get later in the game. Okay, here's where things are going to get a little complex, I think. That's not blocking anything, so that's probably fine. That's not blocking anything, so that's probably fine. And then this needs to go like there. There we go. See, if I can get the outside working easily, it kind of just goes in sequential order there. So it all works out. But if I can't get the outside immediately, it just confuses the hell out of me. So you only have a debit and a PayPal, and since you can add Krista through PayPal, it should be able to. Yeah, so hopefully whatever the error message, it's just something that's pretty easy to fix, and they can get back to you about it pretty quickly. So you can get back to playing. Because again, that's no fun. Got to sit there with no source of playing the game if you're because there's some disconnect.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I'm searching for a very elusive and secret substance.
In the sewers?
Maybe.
The oceans on this planet are said to be an excellent source of that element.
Why isn't he searching in the ocean then?
All that toxic dumping has obscured any trace of it.
Oh, great.
You will find raritanium for me.
No, I will not.
What is he doing?
My latest invention, the Persuader. I intended to use it to control minds, but well, the only thing it's got me so far is a discount from Gadgetron vendors.
Ooh,
Hey, I could use that.
that sounds good.
Well, I'll trade it for some raritanium.
I believe
Of course you will.
Oven is a source of that element.
Planet Hoven, huh? Okay, well, if we go to Planet Hoven, we'll have to keep an eye out for some raritanium, because that Persuader is a very persuasive object. I mean, that kind of goes without saying, but that's what I meant when I said we can't get the Visibomb yet because we're going to need to raise our persuasion rating. If we get the Persuader, we can get a discount on every gun that we buy in the future, with some exceptions, but that's the main source of that we're going to need to do. I'm going to restock on Pyrocitor ammo, I think. Ooh, the CRTs are going crazy there. Look at that flickering. Flicker anymore, and it's going to be...
Oh, that's a nice one.
Gonna need an epilepsy warning in addition to the mature rating warning.
Hey, you two are the first friendly faces I've seen in weeks. You are friendly, aren't you?
I mean, friendly enough.
Yes. To him, no.
Damn.
Well, friend, have I got a deal for you? Since the Blarg began dumping their toxic sludge into our ocean, the wildlife has,
Become ravenous mutants?
yeah, you could say that.
Well then.
All my customers either left or became lunch. So I'm closing the place down. However, I just so happen to have one, count 'em one, O2 mask left.
Aha.
Watch.
It's not for sale.
But
Well then, what do you want us to
I
do?
got a deal, and indeed I do. You boys get rid of those Blarg ships, and it's yours.
Oh.
Just escort me to the other end of this resort, and you can use our jet fighter.
You have a jet fighter? Just hanging around?
You better not try to stiff us.
Yeah, Ratchet wouldn't take too kindly to being stiffed, especially after Quark stiffed him. Back at the Umbrus base there. Alright, so we got little fishies. These guys are generally annoying because they'll turn into spike balls and roll at you, but they are vulnerable to the suck cannon, so... yeah. No big deal. None whatsoever. They can be pretty annoying, though, if you don't have the suck cannon. I mean, they don't take too many hits to kill, but... those guys are also annoying because they can use their, they basically shoot their brains at you, which is this really freaking weird method of attacking, but I mean, whatever. Whatever works for you, I guess. Right, I'm gonna stand over here, because I know what's about to happen here. We're gonna take this going away here, and the fishies are gonna decide they want to attack us, so whoop. Get off my cloud. Come here, you! This isn't working nearly as well as I was hoping it would. Have to do something about that. Alright, I'll be back, man. I just need to go to the islands that I missed there, because I think I saw some nanotech on one of them. And you can go swimming around on the islands if you want. There's nothing in the ocean at this particular junction that will kill you. At least not unless you go swimming out of bounds or something. If you do go swimming out of bounds, it also doesn't work too well for you. So, well, we have the Sonic Summoner, so let's see what we can do here. Oh, you used up your free 5-day login campaign since you have income to pay for at least a month, but it'd suck if you can't. Yeah, for sure. So hopefully they, hopefully it gets fixed, because, again, since you have the income, it would be good to be able to play it, you know? Stream yesterday, decided to watch speedrun this game, and some of those skips are crazy. They're nuts, man. Some of the skips in this game are absolutely obscene. Like, it's ridiculous what they do with this game to make it so that you can run through it quickly. Alright, we got little guys, and we got nanotech, and then he's killing all of my ammo, so I'll just let him keep killing all the things. That's fine. It conserves my ammo and other guns anyway, so. See if I can get one. Yep. Oh, hey, I filled up. Nice. Thanks for the help there, Sonic Mouse person. He's Sonic the Mouse Hog. Something tells me that would be objectively worse than what I've got right now. Because at the very least, Sonic the Mouse Hog has probably never handled a gun. At least I don't think he has. Unless they've done it in a more recent game, but considering Sonic is a thing for kids, I don't think that's something that they would do without a significant amount of foresight into realizing, hey, we're making it edgy for teenagers again. But I don't know. Oh, we do have some ammo. Well, I tried. Apparently those ships don't die very easily. So we actually are going to need the jet fighter to kill them. Now, of course, you could just run through here with the Pyrocitor or something else, but I might as well make use of the tools that I've got. Let's see here. And typically the suck cannon has pretty good range as well, so it's not too bad. You can almost use it like a miniature Devastator, really. I think it deals slightly less damage than the Devastator, so it's not bad, it's just, you know, not quite as good as the Devastator is. So. I wonder if the Agents of Doom could help here. Like if I go Pyrocitor and Agents of Doom and I like toss them down while I'm on the ship, and then I just use the Pyrocitor on the rest. I usually like standing in the back here because it lets me hit the things a little easier so that they can't get behind me as easily. Whoa, Ratchet, turn around. Turn around, man. I mean, this is working okay. Yeah, that worked all right. Do I want to go back to the islands that we were just going past? Not particularly. All right. Back we go. It's just really funky, though, going back to this game after... I think the last time I played these games, I mean, probably I played the third game, which is where you get the suck cannon back, more recently than this one. I've probably played the third game more recently than this one. And it's just weird going back to this one and not being able to use the suck cannon on boxes. That's a surprisingly good quality of life thing. So, I guess these guys take a couple more hits than I thought. Come here, you. There we go. Picking up some trash. That's what I'm doing. Feel like I'm playing Luigi's Mansion. Almost just murdered my escort, but, well, you know. Would that be so out of place in this universe? But yeah, the one guy who's speedruns of this game that I watch, fairly frequently I watch them. Just kind of, you know, it's like, oh, I got nothing better to do, I guess I'll go watch a speedrun. And I've been doing so recently as well. Zem is his name on YouTube, and he's like one of the premier guys for this sort of stuff. I think the Rixer does some as well. But, yeah, Zem is the one that I usually watch more frequently. And some of the, like you said, some of the stuff that you do in this game to get past all the stuff quickly is just obscene. So, gotcha. Okay, we have finished escorting our friend, well, our resort owner.
We're here. Now where's that fighter?
Right there in that locked garage. One tourist crashes a jet and wham! Lawsuit.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
Unlike any I have seen.
Very astute observation, Mr. Shiny. I can't open it either.
Oh.
I don't trust the tourist, and the board of directors don't trust me. So we have a little problem.
So, what do we...
Problem. I just want the O2 mask. So if you can't open up the lock, that's your problem. Now cough up the mask.
Oh boy.
Well, I can see that you really wanted to fly our jet. So I'll tell you what. Go talk to Bob at his Robo-Shack. He knows about these locks.
Oh, okay, apparently there's another RoboShack. I mean, that makes sense. You wouldn't have to go to the one same place just to get your robot repaired. It'd be a little inconvenient, so more than one is probably, honestly, the first convenient thing about this universe, so... Okay, I did manage to get it. I wasn't sure if I would get that box. It was a little farther away. I would have been like, okay, I guess I'll use a bomb. But anyway. So in order to fly the jet, we need to talk to Bob here, but we also need the pilot's helmet. I'm just going to say that because when he opens up the door, he's going to say, hey, you need a pilot's helmet to pilot the jet. So that's what the pilot's helmet is for. So I'm just going to put it on preemptively. But first, let's go over here.
Well, what do we got here?
Whoa.
Hey, watch it. I recognize that work. Y'all been to Seattle, ain't you?
We have.
He installed the helipack.
I can see that. I taught that idiot brother of mine everything he knows. Look, if you want some real hardware, I can fix this little feller up with a thruster pack.
Ooh.
Will it help us get past that weird lock by the fighter garage?
Ah, you know about those gizmos, huh? Well, it sure as heck will. It's got a real special power slam move built right in.
I like the sound of a power
I
slam.
need this to get to that jet, or you'd be out of luck, pal.
Oh boy. Ratchet's really laying it on thick here. But anyway, we need 2,000 bolts to pay for it, and we've gotten plenty of bolts since we got here, so let's pay for it.
I've got it. I'll have you fixed up faster than a horny toad a hopping.
Okay then.
Well, there you are, little buddy. Better than new.
Sure,
That's
thanks.
right. I am the man.
Yeah, not bad.
I get the feeling Ratchet's not impressed. But now we have the thruster pack. So it behaves similarly to the helipack in that you can still do high jumps, you can do long jumps, although it's more of a thruster move now when you're doing long jumps and high jumps. But it also has a power slam move that you can do out of a jump or a high jump. So if I go like this, and then I press the crouch button, you can slam down and open locks like this. Now, I think he would be telling me that I need the pilot's helmet if I didn't have it already in order to fly this, but since we have it already, we can fly it. So just take my word for it, you need it in order to fly this thing. So, all right, what do we got? Okay. I have forgotten how to fly this thing, obviously. I think what you need to do in order to kill these things is you need to, Ah, nice, thank you. You need to shoot out all of the bits and pieces on them, and then eventually the front part will blow up as well, so... Now, the flying saucers around here will make your job a little bit harder, but if you kind of just keep aiming for them a little bit, like, basically you don't want to crash into them, and you don't want them to start shooting at you, because their aim is pretty good, so... You can take them out before they take you out, that's rather Nice. That guy. My health bar, by the way, is indicated down in the bottom right there by the map marker, so... And you don't want to run into anything either, by the way, because running into these things is a quick way to get yourself murdered, so don't do that if you can afford not to. Just grab up a few things. While I'm out here, might as well. I don't think there's a limit to the number of... Like, I think there's a hard limit to how many of the guys can respawn, or can spawn at any one time, the flying saucers, but these guys, the big guys with the tankers on the end of them, they don't respawn, obviously. So basically, only take them out if they start really getting in your way, like this guy. Or if you need health or something, you know, that's always worth it. Apparently you can shoot out the parachutes, too. I just don't think I've ever noticed that before, but whatever. Bit of a pea shooter he's got there. Gotcha. Okay, and one more, I think. It's just this one over here. Thankfully there's a map marker to help us look into it, so... Go. Oh, he's over here. Okay. I lost him. And that takes care of that. Easy enough.
Well, I guess that should do it. Here you go.
Thank you.
About time.
And now we have the O2 mask. Very nice. So now we can actually go exploring around on Arxon, so that's good. We do need to still find the... You know, that looks kind of fine for now. When we can... I'll keep the thruster pack as well. Like, I like the helipack a little bit better personally because you don't have to worry about Clank's arms and everything being stuck inside of those things, so that all of a sudden, for when he takes him out for a cutscene, it's like, oh, Clank, where'd the wings go, man? But we'll keep the thruster pack for now because I think we need to use it for a little bit, so we'll use it. And I'm pretty sure that's all for this planet for right now. You can go exploring in the oceans, but there will be a better time for us to do that later. So we're not going to worry about it for now. But now that we have the O2 mask, let's go exploring as Ratchet. But yeah, I'm purposely waiting for a lot of the backtracking at this point because there's a very particular point later on in the game where you will be able to go backtracking and get basically everything. Like once we get all of the tools that we need to have in order to unlock everything, there's a very specific point in the game where you can go back and just grab everything, so not to worry, I have a plan. Well, I'm glad the atmosphere isn't toxic enough to burn my skin off when I just step out of the ship, but obviously we couldn't exactly make our way through without the O2 mask. And apparently we can't get back up to the Clank section just yet either. Probably have to get that gate open somehow back there in order to get back up there, because the elevator that took us up there originally is no longer working. So, anything new? I don't think there should be.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
Just the stuff, excuse me, that was new before.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Sure, I'll grab one of those. Alright. Now let's get moving, since we can go do things here with Ratchet. The thruster pack, like you could have seen just there, sort of acts like a miniature damage dealer of some kind, because you got Power Slam, deals probably like 1, maybe 2 damage, and then you've got the when you actually use the long jump at things, that's also acts as some damage. So, nice. I blasted him directly into the electric fence there. Those guys are nasty, by the way. Those guys are very similar to the. They're very similar to the guys from the Blarg station, the lab back there, the ones that snap at you when they get damaged, because those guys also snap at you when they get damaged, and it's just not good. These seagulls are also particularly annoying. I think they're vulnerable to the suck cannon. Maybe not. I thought they were. They should be getting sucked in if they were. Nope, they're not. Okay, well, Pyrocidor it is then. seems like they kind of get around your attacks sometimes, which is rather a bit not good. Maybe I'm just dumb. That's also a distinct possibility, so... I think this sinks all the way into the thing, doesn't it? Well, it could, if you're not careful. Now, you may see it over there, but there's those other guys that I just shot at before, over there. And then there's this blue guy in the middle. Now, if you walk over there... I guess I could show it. Hang on, I'll just show what happens with the blue guy. Blue guy's a different fella. So he'll fly up, and he'll screech, and he'll alert the crab guys to make them all come after you. So, ideally, what you want to do is you want to kill the flappy guy before he alerts all of his friends, basically. And I think the Agents of Doom can handle the rest of this. I gotta conserve my Devastator ammo just a little bit, because, well, we're gonna be at this planet for a little while. It's a long planet, especially considering we've gone through part of it already with Clank, so... Alright, watch out, gentlemen, I gotta bomb that. Okay, it didn't blow you up, very good. But yeah, the oppressive nature in this place doesn't really let up even after you leave it and then you end up, you know, coming back as Ratchet. It really doesn't let up. It's basically just always as oppressive. Because, I mean, you look around and there's just factories and pipes everywhere dumping toxic waste into pools of already sitting toxic waste. So it's like, there's a lot here. It doesn't really sit well for the inhabitants of this planet, that's for sure. Again, doesn't excuse what Drek is doing, but it does give you a case for why he might consider doing something like that. Alright, get the little guy first. There we go. Oh, that'll make this a little easier. Ha! Oh, there's an infobot over there. Should go get him. In just a moment, we'll go get him. There's two different directions that you can go in here, and I think we might go this way first, actually, because this way's like a side path, basically. I'm going to restock on Devastator ammo as well, because we could use it. It's worth it. Now, let's see here. If I remember right, going this way gets you a... Yeah, that's what I thought. Kind of a mini-boss fight, almost. Not really, but it's fairly close. You got some cover here, basically, and that's about it. But then there's that guy, and he'll start shooting at you if you... Whoa, 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 camera. Camera, what the fuck was that shit? Yeah, if he's got you in his sights anywhere, he'll start shooting at you, and it's no good. He's got some good range, too, so it's... You gotta be rather careful. Now, thankfully, I think our range is slightly higher. Yeah, it is. I don't think he takes 3. Oh, it does take 3. Okay. I guess rule of threes came into play there, but yeah. Gotta be a little careful with that guy. Probably easier to deal with him by just running away and using the Devastator. Or if you don't have anything that can do that, then you have to kind of quickly run up here and end up this way, so... He thought he could get the jump on me because I had to jump up here. He was wrong. I need to put this away, though, because I'm going to need the ammo and the Devastator. Again, got to conserve my shots for right now because it's a good gun to have for this point, but you got to be sure that you're not overdoing it. You don't want to end up without it when you need it, like in a particular case like maybe this. Oh, they got him. Nice. Good job, boys. Take 5. I love the Glove of Doom. It's so good. It's one of my favorite weapons in this game. So, and actually, I can probably say that it's one of my favorite in the series too, because I really like the iteration of it that you get in a later game as well. So, it's all good. All right, come on, boys. Oh, he died to 1 bomb glove. I forgot that those guys died to 1. I'm still in the mindset of the later games in the series where it's like, well, after you get past a certain point on the planets, they'll start, like, the enemies basically start getting more health as you go along further and further on the planets. So, you got to kind of expect to use more ammo per shot on enemies that they use from planet to planet. So, takes a little getting used to. Alright, so we got seagull guys and the guy with the carpet bomb thing. Okay, so he takes 1 bomb glove to kill. Just do that. Come on, seagulls! Gotcha. Just turn that control stick. Fine, I'll get it myself. Let's see. I think I got everything here. And if I recall correctly, there's... Oh, yeah, going to be another mini-boss coming up right here. This one's a little bit trickier than the other one. I may just be able to retreat and get him from, like, way further away, but let's see. They kind of set up the camera here so you can fight him, but I don't... I would rather not, thank you. I would rather go, like, way back here and then deal with him like this. Oh, hang on. Takes 3. Yeah. Not too bad. Can get a little hectic, though, if you're trying to do that without something like the Devastator, so. 3 bombs to kill this guy. Wow. They are starting to get more tanky no matter what I say. Okay, so... excuse me. I said... Oh. What do we have here? Ah. You know what we have to do here. See if I can get the missile to go through here. Yeah! Nice. That gets you a skill point. You can also do that with the blaster if you have it, but I don't have the blaster, so... We will make do with the weapons we have. Probably pound for pound, I could get away with just using the blaster instead of the Devastator in a lot of cases, but not all of them, so that's usually why I prefer to get the Devastator instead. It's stronger than the blaster, it's more expensive, but it's stronger than the blaster, and it usually gets the job done a little bit easier as well, so... I'm gonna go help the boys. Oh my god, there's a billion of them. Yeah, you see why I don't want to take those guys on head to head? They can be kinda nasty. Oh, speaking of which. Ha! Oh, well, okay then. Surprised that didn't hit this guy. Oh well. Go hit the fence. Okay, well, apparently I broke the fence just as I was killing him, so... Now, if I had to guess based on rule of 3s, I would say there's going to be another mini-boss in one of those fighter pilot things coming up here in a second. Not 100% sure, though. We'll have to see. I could probably get away with just throwing my wrench here. There we go. But I do see more guys over there, so how about we let the boys do some work. Nice. That'll clear the way for us pretty good, at least for now. Alright, where's the mini-boss? I know he's here somewhere. Maybe if I go up ahead a little bit, he'll be there. Only got 1 Glove of Doom left, though, so I gotta be a little careful. Conserve my ammo just a smidge. Where you think you're going, man? Did his wave just, like, skip or something? Like, what the hell was that? Alright, who else? Anybody else want some? Who else wants some Ratchet? This guy. Oh, he got some. I don't think he liked it too much. There we go, back to full. Awesome. Now, let's go here. Ooh, I got a couple more of the boys. Good. I'm gonna, like, be referring to them as multiple different things throughout this playthrough, probably. Glove of Doom, Agents of Doom, the boys. So, In case anybody gets confused, those are all interchangeable. So, oh, there we go. Now we open up that gate. And actually in here, you can kind of see it a little bit. There's a bit of a film on the door, so there's a pressurized atmosphere in here, which allows Ratchet to breathe without the O2 mask. So he doesn't need the O2 mask while he's in here, but it will pop back on once we go outside. Here's that weird vending machine. What do you suppose this is all about? I think it was supposed to do something just now. Maybe I was... Oh, there we go. There might have been a cutscene that it was supposed to play there, but basically, the machine there is a nanotech machine, and once I get all of these boxes, I will show you what it does when we purchase some stuff from it. And if we go down there, we can end up back down in the Clank section, so we'll do that in a second. But first, let's buy some premium nanotech. Nice. We've got premium nanotech, so very nice. So basically, that gave us a permanent nanotech boost of 1 point. So that's pretty solid. It'll give us 5 points of health, and we can take a little more damage. Now, if you come back here, you can get another boost with 30,000 bolts. We almost have enough for it, but I'm probably going to save that for, like, the end game. It's going to be, like, the last thing I purchase, probably. So not to worry, we will get it, just probably not just yet. All right, O2 mask back on. And now that that section over there is opened, the door that's over there, it makes it a lot easier to get back up and down to the premium nanotech. So, I think it also refills your nanotech if you're not full, but I don't think I've ever gotten to that point where I haven't been at full nanotech, so I guess I can't go through there just yet with Ratchet. You can actually go through some of these gates, not legitimately though. Like there's some skipping involved that needs to happen in order for you to get through those gates. So we don't have access to those just yet. I don't have the correct item for it, but we'll get the correct item for it later.
Oh, that's
We're good on that. Grab a few more of these. There we go. Just refill. And now that we're done, I think this will take us back to, yeah, the middle section here, or at the very least just down here. And now we can go on the correct path. I almost just fell on the toxic waste just now, which would not have been good. If you fall in, by the way, it's an instant restart at the last checkpoint, so you don't want to do that if you can afford not to. So, well, look at all those seagulls up there. I'll have to do something about them later. Alright, so this section might be a little tricky. If I go back here, I should be able to shoot this guy. Yeah, okay. Oh, well, I've awakened the village anyway. Ha! Nice, that worked out pretty good. I don't know if I can get over there with double jump. Yeah, I guess I can. Cool. That section always messes me up. Like it's deceptively long how far of a jump that is. So sometimes I'll just fall into the toxic waste and not. I mean, it's not really that far away. You end up restarting like right over there. But I think some of all the enemies respawn once you die, so it's not really as good as it could be. Hey, where are you going? What the hell? The infobots have never run away from me before. Anyway, now that we have the Magna Boots, we can climb on these sections and defy gravity. Well, we're not exactly defying gravity. We're just sort of using magnetism to our advantage, so. I've heard of step on a crack, but step on those seems a little bit insane. Step on a flamethrower? Come on now. You can defend yourself with the wrench, by the way, if you need to. That was a bit of a cheap shot, though. Couldn't even see that guy. I don't think you can use your weapons, though, while you're here. No, I just pressed the circle button a couple times and it did nothing, so. Yeah, gotta defend yourself with the wrench. Gets a little bit hectic, but. Ain't nothing we can't handle, that's all. Now, for this section here, if you had the taunter, you could actually taunt them into killing themselves on the electric fence there, but I don't have the taunter, so it's going to get a little hairy. Hopefully they don't all wake up, because if they do, I'm going to need to hightail it. That's for sure. Alright, so we need the swing shot to get over, and as you can see, there's another swing shot target over there as well. And if I go over here and don't wake up the village, you'll see that the guy... Yeah, don't move a muscle, everybody. I think I can do this without waking them all up. I think. But then again, bolts, though. I think this was a bad idea. Yep, bad idea. Then again, bolts, though, is probably the worst excuse you can use for something like that. Because then you gotta go back, there's a bunch of enemies left over here, and you gotta... Like, as you can see, you gotta start all over with all the enemies there, and it's not good. Oh, God. Alright, I'm getting out of here. You can anger the village if you want, but I'm leaving. So, note to self, don't try to awaken the village for bolts next time. We'll just go normally. And go. Alright, let's see if we can get these flyers before they do anything unsightly. Any flyers behind me? Who else wants some? Nobody, apparently. Alright. That's fine. Now, in the later games in the series, it's okay if the enemies respawn, because there's a game mechanic that makes it so that when they respawn, it's actually beneficial for you. But in this game, it really sucks, because it seems like you basically just used all your ammo for nothing if they respawn, so... Yeah, it's probably for the best that we don't try to worry too much about them respawning. Ha! I was gonna use the Pyrocitor, but I guess I just wanted to use Kung Fu instead. Never hurts using Kung Fu instead. Well, in most cases it doesn't hurt, so... I just let the agents do their thing before I go too far up ahead. And now I'll provide backup. Very nice. Where are you? Hey! When did I say you could peck me? Just come in like that. There we go. Get out of here. Damn thing. Yeah, you gotta be careful. They snap back, these guys. Huh, wonder what this does. Maybe we'll find out in a moment. Probably opens up a door that I didn't want it to open up here, if I had to be honest. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Let the agents do their thing. If they can... There we go. I was going to say if they can get up the stairs to do their thing. Okay, now. Gotta see if there's any... Yep. He looked like a bit of scenery instead of an actual enemy there just now, so I was a little sketched out. I was like, is that a dude or something else? I didn't know. That's okay. We're good. Ah, okay, so you probably have to hit all three, though. Oh, God. Where did you come from? He must have been around the corner. I didn't even see him either. Go get him, boys. Yep, got him. Cool. What do we got? More of the boys. Good. You can go get them again if you want. I'll throw out some backup. Here we go. Nice. Looks like the boys handled that one pretty well. Ah, crap. Hold on. There we go. This infobot is really being skittish, isn't it? Oh, God. It's being skittish in the wrong place. I'll tell you what. Alright, let's see here. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Gotcha. Beautiful. At the very least, they give you those long lines of sight for killing those guys. So. Cool. Gotta love the gloves. Just don't let the gloves come off in this game. Nice. Gotta provide a little backup for that guy too. There's also a gold bolt that I think you can get over in this section here. I kind of glossed over it when we were over there, but there's a gaping hole in the wall over here. And I don't think you can get rid of this gaping hole in the wall just yet, but there is a way to get rid of it from someplace else. And once you get rid of it, you can go in there and go up and around. There's a little bit of an obstacle course to go through, and there's a gold bolt at the end of it. So, but I unfortunately don't have a way to do that just yet. Later there will be a way, but not yet. So. All right, let's grab some of that. You really need to stop running. Why are you running? Why are you running? Let me see. So there's a door there. What about over on the other side of this? Anything else for me? I don't even know how I'm walking here. Like, this isn't a magnetic surface. This is just a bunch of lights, it looks like. So. But I don't know. Alright, up here. Are you gonna stay still for once? Thank you.
Hello again, everyone. Supreme Executive Chairman Trek here to fill you in on our progress. We have now found the perfect orbit for our planet, one which will allow for the optimum temperature all year round. However, there is a planet now occupying that orbit, and sadly, for its few insignificant inhabitants, it must be destroyed. And that's why we've created this, the Planet Buster Maximus.
That is a big missile.
Blowing an entire planet into subatomic particles. We're quite proud of it. Here's how it works. We attach the Planet Buster to this ship, fly it into orbit around the planet, and let it go. Kaboom! Quite ingenious, really. Once our
that seems like a terrible idea.
on our new planet, everything will be
Oh, God.
Thank you. Goodbye.
That poor scientist.
Now this guy's gonna blow up an entire planet? That's just mean.
I mean, yeah.
Telling you.
Look, I'm still gunning for Quark. If we end up taking out Drek too, hey, fine. What?
You do care.
Don't push it, pal.
He's coming around, Clank. He's coming around. Okay, there we go. Now we've opened up that section that I was talking about before where you can get in. But we've got an infobot for planet Hoven as well now, so that's good. And that's the planet they were talking about before when they said, oh, hey, that place is a good source of raritanium. So we'll have to keep an eye out over there. And if we go up and around here, we're also going to be able to go to the sections that Clank was in. So you may remember this from when we were moving the bots around and stuff. I left some of the boxes in here because Ratchet's the only one that can get them. So let's go get them now. Specifically, I left those boxes down there because Ratchet's the only one that can get those boxes, but we'll get these two. Might as well fill my nanotech back up. Gotcha. And I think that's about it. I think we got these before. And this place is still a minefield, so that's just great. I'm trying to see if I can find that spot. Hang on. Let me go this way. Yeah, there's the gold bolt that I was talking about up there. You can't quite get up there from here, though. You kind of have to do a little finagling, and it involves shooting this to blow that open. Now, what you can do, you need the Visibomb in order to do it, but you need to basically take the Visibomb, shoot it through there, shoot it all the way through the tunnel that's there, and blow up the wall on the other end. If you can do that, you can open it up, and then it will allow you to go down that little obstacle course section that I was talking about before, and then you can end up back up there for that gold bolt. So, for right now, though, I don't have access to that, but eventually we will. I just want to go to Hoven first before we do anything else there. So now that we're basically done here, let me just see if I need to restock on anything. Probably, yeah, a few weapons here and there that I'll need to restock on. This should be fine, and this I'd like to restock on. So, I usually don't buy ammo for the guns with lots of ammo in them because usually you find a decent enough supply of ammo for most of those. I usually don't buy for the bomb glove either, but we were using it a little bit heftily there, so I figure, yeah, might as well. Alright, let's go to Hoven. We'll stop that Planet Buster from doing anything, and then we'll, hopefully we'll be able to find some Raritanium while we're at it, too. Yep, destroy the Planet Buster, so we'll go do that. And then once we're done with that, we can go and get the Visibomb, because we'll be able to, if we find some Raritanium, that is, we'll be able to go get the Visibomb, because I can go back to Pokitaru, talk to the guy with the Persuader, and then persuade him into giving that to me, and then persuade the vendor into giving me the weapons for less money, which should work out very nicely.
That must be the ship that will transport the bomb.
You think? Great work, Detective.
Alright, come on now, Ratchet. He's doing his best, man. It's funny, though, because that sort of dialogue where it's like, that must be the ship that will transport the bomb and everything, that's the kind of dialogue that's in the reboot of this game from 2016 all the time, and nobody says a damn thing. Meanwhile, it's in the reboot, and everybody turns a blind eye. Meanwhile, you get here in the 2002 original, and Ratchet loses his mind, which, I mean, that's fair. I think he should in that particular case, because, well, it's kind of not really the best dialogue, I guess, but it doesn't matter too much to me, but I can see why they would make fun of it, because it's like, oh, well, you know, if they, oh my god. If they think of it like a tutorial, it would, what was I going to say? Yeah, it sounds like a tutorial message, and so they're trying to poke fun at that sort of a thing. Alright, you guys wanted to come out with an army? I got an army of my own. Ha! Let me go help the boys in their conquest. There we go. See, one bomb glove does the job, but I mean they had a freaking army of those guys, so. I think there's a few places you can go on this planet as well. Like there's multiple paths and everything. I haven't really been looking at the paths recently, but there's something up there. That's probably the Planet Buster up there. Then there's that section, and then there's that section. I think I remember what's at the end of each of these, so we will see. I think there's a bunch of dudes over here too, or maybe it was just the guys that I just killed. I forget. I forget if they come out of the bushes and stuff to try to. Yep. Just like I thought. Actually, I don't need them for this because these guys are easy enough. There we go. Hoping. I'm getting there. Man, there's a lot of these guys. I wonder how many there are. Come here, you. Oh, okay. I guess that was worth a skill point. Huh. Fine, I'll take it. I think there's a car in the alley. I just heard a slam from a car door. Well, either way, I think the Planet Buster is up that way, so we should probably go destroy that first before we go doing anything else. It's probably more important than any other thing we could do on this planet, at least for right now. Now, you may remember the demo, but there's a couple of dudes that happen to be behind those boxes that would like to make our lives difficult, but I had the Agents of Doom, so it's all good. Let's see here. This leads to the same spot as that other spot. Alright, so we won't go there just yet. We'll go this way first. Thought there was a, oh, it's a moving crane. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, what's that thing moving in the background there? 'Tis a crane. Oh, God. I'm frozen. I was frozen today! So they apparently have, remote mines again. I'll need the pyrocitor for that. I forgot about that, to be honest. Okay, that's fine. How about a couple of these? Thank you. Let me get the suck cannon out. See, that's why the suck cannon is rather a solid weapon. It helps me to conserve my ammo.
I love that gun. Wasn't it in the second game?
I forget if it's in the second game. I know it's in the third game.
Yeah, it's the third game. I know it is. It's pretty good in the third game.
Yeah.
Because you can upgrade.
Yes. What if those guys come flying out of here again? Oh, yeah. Oh, they're back. They're back over here, too. Here! Alright, so we're not going that way just yet, we established.
Yeah, you're getting pretty far.
We're getting there. It's I've chosen not to go back and do some of the backtracking that I can do until a little later when I actually have access to something that we need in order to backtrack efficiently.
That's a good idea.
Alright, so Pyrocitor or Go-Go up ahead here. I get the feeling this is going to become a trend. Maybe I should go like this and like get on here. I'll just do this. You gonna come out or what? No, there we go. Ha. I don't think it does any more after that. I think that's it, but not 100%. Oh god. Well, that went a lot easier than the mini-boss that was on Orxon. The mini-boss is, rather. Okay. Just gotta try not to fall off. That's the... Oh, God. Wrong gun. Wrong gun! Ha. I adjusted. It's fine. That looks like another spot for another missile guy. Can I see another missile guy? I see a lot of helicopters. I don't see a missile guy. Up there he is. I missed. How could I miss? There we go. Got a quick scope a little bit. Alright, what do you suppose up here? A cave system. Alright then. Suck cannon. Probably those little Yeti guys living in here if there's any enemies at all. Whoops. And I think I remember this. Yeah, you can kind of see it from here. There's a mine thing up ahead to make it more challenging because there's now a conveyor belt to go with the mine thing. There we go. Whoops. Get myself out of here. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, when in doubt, panicking and beating everything with your wrench. Usually it works pretty okay for me. Oh, God. Of course, these guys take more than one hit, so then it doesn't work out okay. But, you know. It'll all be fine. Let's grab those. Grab those. Ooh, more of the boys. Nice. Wonder how you get up there. I might be able to get up there if I kind of... Hang on. Do like one of these, maybe? Nope, that was a long jump. Not what I wanted to do. I know how to get up there, actually. I gotta get on this first, though. Probably gotta go... Nope, nope, didn't get quite enough height for that.
You gotta get higher.
Yeah.
You gotta get, well, wait for the platform to be a little bit higher.
Yeah, the platform's gotta be like at the apex of its thing, basically. Or, you know what else I could do, is I could just do, like, one of these, basically. And, like, turn myself this way. No, not that way. This way. There we go. Well, that sort of worked.
You probably gotta jump up there.
Fine, make me get out the heavy ammo, why don't you? Okay, so now we go back over here.
What was up there anyways?
Bunch of bolts. And then maybe...
You didn't get the...
There was ammo up there too, yeah. Is there any way up there? I mean, not that I can see. I guess I could just try to jump from this again. But again, I don't know if there's a way to... Well, hang on. Maybe if I go... No, oh god, Ratchet, don't do that.
You have the helipack?
I do have the helipack, yes.
Let me make that easier.
I should be using the helipack, really.
Because you can actually jump higher.
Yeah.
In the air, can't you, with the helipack?
It gets a little bit of a vertical jump, yeah, that's true. So, oh wait, Pyrocitor. Did it just... Did they just curve a mine?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Looks like it is.
What a pain in the ass. Okay. Now the game's just trying to cheat me.
Yeah.
Come on, you. There we go. I was thinking maybe if I jumped like up here or something. Somehow. Yeah, I could probably get there if I used just that.
Yeah, I think you will.
Well, there's nothing left up there now, so I guess there's no point. I got a few of the bolts, so that's good enough.
This game doesn't give me many bolts at all.
Yeah. Economy's a little tighter in this galaxy.
Up your arsenal, they give you a ton.
They do, yeah. I had a feeling there was going to be some of these guys coming around. There we go.
Maybe more, I think, up your arsenal than they do going commando.
I think so, yeah.
From what I remember.
Hang on, I gotta see what my dog's barking at.
Probably just neighbors again.
Probably. Uh-oh, that's not good.
What?
Actually, no, I think that's a tow truck. Never mind.
What?
Well, there's flashing lights and stuff. I can't tell if it's a tow truck or a fire truck / ambulance. Well, hopefully it's not the latter. But that would be why. Ugh, he's barking. Ain't much I can do about that, though. Did I start the Stormblood campaign yet? Not yet, MB. It's planned for the future. I haven't started it yet, though. So one day I will, though. Just not yet. Oh God. Get it out fast enough.
Go look out the bathroom window. He's barking by the gate.
Oh.
You might have to go look out the bathroom window. Mom's going to check out the window.
Oh my God. Where'd you guys come from?
She's saw a better view.
Yeah. They must have missed the spawn point there. Because, well, they were all supposed to come running out of that building at me, but they did not. Oh well. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Almost there. I think the Planet Buster is like right near here. Yeah, there it is, right there. So just gotta go grab it. That's more mines. So Pyrocitor, go. There we go. Watch it start up again or something. Oh boy. All right, we out. Yeah, I typically like to have the helipack equipped instead of the thruster pack. Oh my God. Oh, okay then.
Too late. The ship is leaving.
Hang on. There's an old defense turret over there. Hey, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I sincerely doubt it.
Oh, okay, I got him, I guess. It went during the cutscene. But anyway, yeah, so now we have to destabilize the Planet Buster by shooting at it with this turret. Not as easy as it sounds, though. Just take my word for it. There's plenty of resistance involved here. I think you want to aim for the turrets, because they are the things that can actually hurt you here. But of course, you're going to be lampooned and lambasted by these assholes the whole time, so... And it wouldn't be bad if there was only a few of the helicopters, but as you can see, just a couple of them have already really eaten into my shields on this turret, so... And it's weird, like the controls on this are a little wonky, actually, because it kind of adjusts a little bit less... It's more stilted, it's more like a... I don't even know the correct word, really. But it doesn't adjust as easily as you think it does when you're trying to shoot things. And considering how on the mark you have to be in order to hit things with this thing, it's... The controls need to not be jank, and them being jank does not help. That's all I know. Oh, God. Get off my cloud. It's almost dead. I'm just gonna go for it. I got it. Good. I risked it, and I got the biscuit. Hello. What you got for me?
Men, you are about to embark on a very dangerous mission. We will be launching a heavily armed surprise attack from our new moon base against a completely unarmed planet.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't sound too dangerous. Nevertheless, your orders are simple. Destroy anything that moves. Steal the power generators from Gorda City. Then destroy anything that doesn't move. Oh, and don't forget, have fun.
Yeah, have fun. Great.
No, we have to get to the moon base to find Quark. If Drek is there, Quark is probably with him.
Well, let's go kill two birds with one stone, then.
We must get to the base.
That's what I said.
No, that is what I said.
Fine.
Fine.
Oh, these guys are crazy. Anyway, we have the infobot now for the Gemlik moon base, and the Planet Buster's destroyed, so that's all good. But, as I said, we do want to look around on this planet a little more, see if we can find the raritanium that they were talking about. Oh, I didn't notice that there. Can I get the other one from here? No, it's up too high. Alright, well, since we can get to this one from here, let's get to this one from here. I missed. Oh, well. There we go. I think, if I remember right, there was, yeah, it looks like there's a gold bolt up there. So maybe I was thinking of something else. I was thinking of this section. Oh, God. Get away from me! I'm gonna need the suck cannon. Hold on. Alright, boys, now what are you gonna do? There. And I would have gotten another skill point if it wasn't for the fact that I already did this section. I need to jump, like, before it gets here. Oh, I see. Okay. I thought there was a platform on there, but there is not. All you have to do is use it to wall jump. Little tricky, but that's okay. Apparently I did it wrong anyway, but that's alright, too. There we go. Very nice. And we're back at full HP. Good. Well, with that taken care of, let's go take care of the rest of this. There's a section up here that we can go look at, and then there's a section back at my ship that we can go look at. So let's go do both. Why the hell not? Wait for me, wait for me! Damn it. I was just a little too slow. Oh well. Alright, what do you suppose is in the deep dank cave besides a bunch more Adrex soldiers? Oh, yeah. Kinda gotta hit that one from a distance there. There we go. I think if I remember this section correctly, there's a hydro displacer puzzle in here. I think. Let me see. Because I think this water is not as freezing cold as the others. Yeah. It's a little better. Hey, Cole.
Hi, Jimmy. So remind me whose suggestion this was again?
This was my side project.
Ah, okay.
It was your suggestion, but then you went and changed it for Skies of Arcadia. Which I don't disagree with, so...
I mean, I haven't seen you play that game in a minute, and I would also like to know how you plan on doing it, so I can eventually then just play it myself using the same method.
Shit. It's not really that hard. You just have your main character, and then you have 3 support characters.
Well, what I mean is just like what system to play it on, because remember, I've been glued to my PS4 recently.
Oh, I just play it on the Wii.
Fair enough.
Should be able to use the same method I use with the PS3 to record the Wii, where I use an AV cable. I think. Should be able to anyway. We'll have to see. Okay, so yeah, basic gist of this room, just use the hydro displacer to slowly make your way up to the top. Suck the water out of... Oh, I don't have the right water for this. I kind of need water.
Right water.
I kind of need water in order to do that one. Where's Flood when you need him? There we go. Here's some water.
Here's the correct water.
Yes. You just slurp that down. There we go. Alright, let's go place that back where it's supposed to be. Over here. And one more for the road, I think, and then we should be able to get through here.
I forgot this game has puzzles occasionally that aren't just shoot the thing. The thing.
You played Deadlock too much then.
Right.
Alright, we need water for this one, but we don't have water. Where are we supposed to get water? Let's go look. Now that we have the O2 mask, we can kind of look a lot easier. God, it's not that simple, unfortunately. Let's see. Yeah, now that we have the O2 mask, we can kind of just swim around here to our heart's content, so that's rather nice. Maybe there's something in here. Flood is on Isle Delfino, is that how you spell it? I think that's how you spell it, yeah. I think. Okay, well, it's not here. Let's just go this way. I almost feel like I swim a little bit faster when I'm swimming... over here, okay. When I'm swimming underwater for right now. I mean, that will become the case shortly. I'm spoiling it about 5 minutes before we get there, but you will eventually be able to swim faster underwater than you do over water, so... But not yet. I'm going this way, actually. We're not going that way just yet. We need to get the water level high enough so that I can get up and around in the caves here. So, or more specifically, that one cave that we went into the second time there. There we go. So now we get to see what's up here. I think. Should have enough water to get up here now, yep. Ah! Very nice.
I remember when these things were like crazy to find in the old days.
I mean, they weren't too bad. You just have to kind of look around in nooks and crannies and stuff. Although
some of them require clever thinking in the early games, and then later on, as you get into the future, it's mostly just platforming puzzles. And hey, look, you turn the camera a certain way, and boom, there's a gold bolt. Except you can't get it until you're like 2-3 of the way through the game.
Yeah, that's
true. And Clank can suddenly fart and make you jump a little higher.
Oh my god.
You know, stuff like that.
I mean, yeah, that is pretty much true in a lot of cases in the later games, but I'm saying, of course, that there's, they're not too bad to find in the early games because, you just have to look around and do the puzzles correctly and stuff and pay attention. But then again, I'm also the person who doesn't know where pretty much any of the titanium bolts are in Ratchet Clank 3. But that's kind of the case for a lot of Ratchet Clank 3 stuff. I don't know as much about that game as I do about the first two. because I've played the first two so many times more than Ratchet and Clank 3.
And I know the Future series backwards and forwards. As per why, well, let's just say I had a compassionate, hateful relationship with Future, with Tools of Destruction.
Yeah, not Future specifically, just the first game.
Just Tools of Destruction.
Just Tools of Destruction.
Specifically Tools of Destruction.
Yeah.
Because
Cole's not a big fan of Tools of Destruction.
Tools of Destruction had the Devil May Cry 3 problem, where there wasn't a difficulty slider, so I
think doesn't Devil May Cry 3 have a difficulty slider?
Yeah, there was a way to remedy the stupid difficulty in the later versions, but not in Tools of Destruction. Tools of Destruction just expected you to deal with endless parades of bullshit that with enemies that could kill you with this constantly.
This is a bad idea. Yeah. My bad idea worked out. I should bring the boys out so I can get that Global Doom ammo. Yeah, let's keep this out, though. There's more of those little Yeti guys. Oh, God. Little Yeti guys. Probably. Up ahead. Yep.
See, my favorite thing is just that the cannon is just like, we're gonna suck up these enemies and we're gonna turn into high explosives.
Yeah. Explosive missiles that do about as much damage as a bomb glove. So, it's pretty good. I like it.
I've gotten a decent bit done today in Monster Hunter World, speaking of that.
Oh, yeah?
As I saw it was mentioned in the chat. I found the new meta armor set after a whole 5 minutes of looking, and my damage output is fucking stupid. Damn shame I'm gonna have to fight Tempered Elder Dragons out in the field to get the gems I need to augment. That's gonna be fucking suffering.
Yeah, that sounds like pain.
If I see Tempered Kieran, I'm just goodbye. Not today. Not today, Satan.
Good thing that wasn't close enough to murder me. Although there was conveniently placed nanotech in case that did happen. So.
It's gonna be curious to see you play that game.
What, Monster Hunter World?
Because every single thing you do in that game is basically just a boss fight that you have infinite tries for, and some of them are more absolute horse shit than others. I'm not gonna make you fight Tempered Elder Dragons, though. That's just cruel.
Yeah.
Tempered Kieran in high rank is the equivalent of, like, actual torture.
Oh.
Kieran in general in that game is the equivalent of torture. So let me explain how this works to you, Jimmy. Because I'm going to tell you the mechanics. If for no other particular reason, then I want you to not fight it. So, Kieran's
actually, hold out for 1 second on Kieran, because we're coming up on a cutscene!
Cutscene!
Hey, buddy, what's shaking?
Oh my goodness. Aren't you just a little angel?
I mean, sure.
Actually, I'm a little robot.
Apparently he has humor sensors.
You're funny, too.
Yeah? Looks aren't everything.
You be nice.
I love how she grills Ratchet, though.
Special for you. How would you like a hydro pack upgrade?
That would be quite helpful for swimming underwater.
Yes, it would. So we can get the hydro pack from, and her name is Ed, by the way. She's the third sibling in Al and Bob's family unit there. She doesn't make any appearances ever again, and it's a damn shame because I like her a lot better than the other two.
There you go, sweetie.
Mostly because she grills the shit out of Ratchet here.
Your craftspersonship is excellent.
If you two are through...
Jealous?
You come back and see me any old time.
But we got the hydro packs. Now Clank has all 3 of his packs available.
So,
why did she
getting
just
back
have
to Tempered Kieran and
ammo
why it's
there?
the worst designed monster in the history of the entire game.
Oh my god.
It's a lightning Elder Dragon.
Oh, Edwina. Ed for short, but Edwina is her full name.
So it's a lightning Elder Dragon. Now, being an Elder Dragon means it's going to take you 20 minutes to kill it, if you have a team of 4 that know what you're doing. Kieran is especially a pain in the ass for 2 reasons. 1, the lightning element. Lightning, if you get blighted by it, which basically just means if you get the status condition, means you have a higher chance to be stunned. Stunned means your character stands up and shakes his head around for a few seconds, and you have to maul the analog stick in order to get him going. Here's the problem with Kieran. That thing spouts off more lightning than Zeus. And none of his lightning's predictable. It happens in random places, and he can target random players. Fighting Kieran is the equivalent of fighting that one kid on the playground from way back in the day who had the everything-proof shield. It's the equivalent of trying to break through a brick wall with your forehead. It's possible, it's just painful.
I see. It does seem... Yeah, it doesn't exactly seem like the best time.
And it's a damn shame, because all the other elders in that game are actually well designed, as much as Mark likes to tell me that fucking Kushala is not a well-known monster it is. You just need to, like, not get hit by the deathly wind.
I didn't get a chance to tell you guys there, but we needed to use the swing shot to get to these 3 in time. If we had tried to use the ice physics to get there in time, we wouldn't have made it. So that's why I went ahead and... Oh, look, the magically disappearing ammo. It's just like that Onyx in Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yeah. God damn it.
I'm never gonna let that go.
Honestly, my favorite elder in the game currently that I can talk about on the stream
wall
without
jump switches.
Without spoiling the entire game for you, Jimmy.
Yeah, crap. No! Damn it. Well then fine, Ratchet, just don't get it then. There we go. Easy enough.
Honestly, like
You
I
had
was
to
saying,
slide down a little.
Yeah.
my personal favorite elder dragon in the game currently is Teo, at least the ones that I can talk about. His wife, on the other hand, is a different story. Given the option, I would delete her from the game. You want to get me angry, start talking about Lunastra.
Time to take a lunch break from Monster Hunter World. As long as they aren't AT elders, you should be fine, Cole. And Cole's right, Kieran's just annoying unless you gun it down. It's the one monster you ever use an LBG on, otherwise you'll use any other weapon that you main. This Kieran doesn't tremor you, which lasts even longer than stun. Oh, the lightning is a little predictable.
It's not really predictable for me because Kieran just decides to murder you.
Probably just haven't discovered the pattern yet, that's all. Oh god, not in the ice. Not in the ice water.
I mean, Kushala's a respectable elder. I'm not gonna lie to you, I like the thing's mechanics and how it's just like tornadoes!
Meteos taste good.
Lunastra can kiss my ass. I hate that thing worse than Kieran.
Oh, can I go back here? Grab those.
What is back there?
I'm gonna go on a limb and say no.
They weren't that clever yet, Jimmy.
They obviously didn't have very much faith in your capacity to do anything on ice physics
Just
here because
scroll.
they have the swing shot targets. I could probably long jump into swing shot that target if I really tried, but I don't think I'm gonna. I'm just gonna do this.
Conquer, I respect you because you're willing to solo Kieran. I will not solo any of the elders.
Alright. You ready? You ready? Yeet!
Perfect!
Trick shots. Love it. I'm gonna get rid of those first, actually, if I can.
AT Luna isn't something that I've ever actually fought. The only version of Luna that's not from regular Luna that I've considered fighting is regular Tempered Luna, but that's only because I want to get the upgraded Temporal Mantle because I use that thing more often than most anybody else in history. Because the Temporal just says, no.
What the hell's going on there? Okay.
I have no idea.
Because the Temporal Mantle just says, no.
Steve is also here now. He was here before, but hello,
I was
Steve.
Yeah, I just went upstairs for a minute. I had some pretzels.
Yep. This isn't gonna work. Okay, it worked.
Psych.
Phew. I mean, I knew what I was doing all along. Of course.
Of course you did.
How long did that
Absolutely.
AT Luna solo actually take you, Conquer? I'm curious. The longest I've ever been in a mission was my first Behemoth run. 2-person.
Ay. There's gonna be a ship or something, isn't there?
I love how you just have the gun out. Nice shot.
I'll hit one of them. There we go. I can at least take out the little guys. Alright, I'm gonna keep this out because I know there's gonna be a dude. Like a... What's it called? A
Gunship?
A ship, yeah. I know it's gonna be here somewhere. I don't know where, though. Oh, okay. Apparently I can just stop my motion by, Whoa. By first-person moding.
30 to 40 minutes. Jesus Christ. I don't even want to fathom how you lived that long against it. My first and only victory against Luna was basically blind luck.
Oh, this is gonna suck. You see this?
This is fair and balanced game design, ladies and
Let
gentlemen.
me just line myself up real quick.
Fucking mad lad.
Okay, never mind. It was fine.
Mad lad.
Never mind. It was fine. It just looked bad. Hello there.
Is there a problem?
You have a prototype weapon in your hand, sir.
Spare parts, would you?
Spare parts, huh? Oh my god.
Help yourself.
Too tough. Keep breaking my drill.
That rock is raritanium.
Oh.
Let me look at that drill.
He's pretty handy with his hands.
Call me Sally.
I'd rather not.
Partner.
No problem. I suppose I could take that rock off your hands, too.
Is he gonna make me buy it? Oh. An actual generous person in the Ratchet and Clank universe? I never would have guessed. Thanks, buddy.
That doesn't happen now.
No, not often at all. But we got some raritanium for fixing his drill in a cutscene, which is rather nice. The drill that he's using, by the way, is a prototype weapon that got cut from the game. I forget what it was called. I think it was like the revolver or something crazy ridiculous like that. Revolver or something. I think it sounded like a Phineas and Ferb weapon, if I remember right.
Revolvinator.
Something like that, yeah. But it was a melee weapon, and what you would do with it is you would... It would act similar to like the I was gonna take out the walloper as if I had it in my hand. Yeah, it would act similar to like the wrench, but it would do more damage basically. Except they had this weird thing where there's like an animation for it, where he would like fling the enemies over his head, and when they were using it in like test runs and stuff, beta testing, he kept flinging them over his head and getting hit by enemies behind the enemy he just flung over his head. The animation was too long, so they tried to balance it, failed, and then cut it from the game. Basically, that's the gist of that story. So.
If it's any
Conquerors
consolation,
Kushala.
Conquer, I can't kill Behemoth solo either.
Of course, especially since its armor isn't that good. Solo at AT Lunastra, that was hell. This is in base Monster Hunter World, 30-40 minutes. Was mentally exhausted after it. Fainted twice, then killed her after getting into a state of high focus, yet still can't kill Behemoth solo. Behemoth still sounds like hell to me, just from all the different talks that I've heard, at least in Monster Hunter World. It's kind of hell in 14 as well, but I don't think it's nearly as much hell as it is in Monster Hunter World.
Here's the actually funny thing about that. I'm sure you're aware about the expansion Iceborne by now, Jimmy.
Mm-hmm. Considering I've seen you walking around in Snowland, yeah.
Here's the interesting thing about Iceborne. Despite the fact that people have access to endgame armor now and ludicrously powerful builds and weapons, and with the new raid out, even stronger weapons than what we had before, nobody's still been able to sub 20 Behemoth.
Oh?
Unless your name is Team Darkside, in which case you break the laws of reality by simply existing. Anyway, I'm gonna go back upstairs. I have work to do and prep to do for a session coming up this Wednesday.
Okay, bye, Cole. We're going back to Pokitaru, by the way. We're going back to buy the Persuader so I can purchase the Visibomb. So that's the plan. I might actually take the... I was thinking about maybe taking the Bomb Glove off of my Quick Select, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'll just take a gadget off instead. Get over here. There we go. Just kind of hanging out over there. I was like, what are you doing? Why aren't you in my inventory? That takes us back to the landing pad, so I don't want to go there. We want to go here to give the raritanium to that gentleman. And thankfully, you don't actually have to go all the way through the sewers again. You can just go right back here and trade them the raritanium. There you go.
Perfect! This is precisely what I need. You will bring me more raritanium.
You can't be serious.
Well, I tried.
Thank you. So now we have the Persuader, and it actually shows up on Ratchet's person, right there on his little harness, I guess? Whatever he's using to strap Clank to his back. It will give us significantly reduced prices on a lot of the guns at the vendors. And considering how expensive the items get later on in the game, it's well worth the price. Now, unfortunately, it will not allow us to reduce the price on... There's a couple of things in the game that it won't allow us to reduce the price on, those being the nanotech upgrades, and one other thing that we have yet to actually find. Yeah, we haven't gotten to that yet. Well, we will in a little bit here.
Probably in this episode.
I just had to get to there. Yeah, actually, in this episode, we will get to the other thing, just not yet.
I got some great bargains for you today.
Okay, but yeah, as you can see now, all the weapons from before, a lot less expensive than they used to be. So, we got the blaster, we got taunter, we got the mine glove, we got the walloper. But yeah, the Visibomb is normally 15k, which is very, well, let me say it properly, very expensive. But now it's 10k, so. Decoy glove's now 5k, which is a lot more reasonable. Yeah. And the drone device is also 5k. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy this, and I'm going to go out so I can actually get the little cutscene for this. But I'm also going to buy the drone device, so just give me a sec.
Yeah, buying the decoy glove.
There's the Visibomb. And no, I'm not buying the decoy glove yet. I will later, but I don't need it just yet. Let's also buy the drone device. I haven't really used the drone device all that much myself, but I think it should have a pretty decent use in this game. So we're gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna buy the ammo for it as well. Yeah, I'll buy a little bit. I don't want to max it out because that way I can actually get something from the ammo boxes. But and there's the drone device. What does it do? It gives us a ring of drones, and the ring of drones basically act like, they'll deflect melee attackers, if I remember right, by like intercepting them and blowing up, so kind of like an Agent of Doom, except more defensive. And they also deflect projectile attacks at you, so yeah, there's a barrier that you get in the later games that it's very similar to, and I'll make note of that later on. So we want to put the drone device right here. We do want to put the Visibomb in here somewhere.
Forever to upgrade in the next game.
It does, yeah, for sure. I think we'll take the bomb glove off for now, and we'll put the weapons just like that there. So, Trespasser, Hydro Displacer. I don't think we need the Hydro Displacer for the next area. I think we need the Trespasser and the Swing Shot, though, so I'm going to put both of those on my quick select. And that should do us pretty good for right now. Okay, now we can go to the fleet there. Okay, off the Gemlik base. In the Ultanis orbit, we'll see what we can find in the base. I think I might be able to get the gold bolt on this visit, but I'm not 100% sure. If we don't find the gold bolts, I'm not too concerned because we can always go back later. Supreme Executive Chairman Drek's flagship. Great.
It is time to begin your new assignment.
A photo op by your shiny new shuttle. Terrific idea.
You really are an idiot.
What?
You are to take that shuttle to the moon base and ambush those two miscreants when they arrive.
Oh, yes. Who are they again?
Oh my god.
Those two. Oh, of course.
I mean, Quark's playing dumb because he doesn't want to go, but...
One problem. I'm,
Too washed up for ground combat? True. That is why I will be loading you my starfighter. You can still fly, can't you? It's settled then. You will acquire the starfighter once you get to the moon. Screw this up, and the endorsement deal is off.
But that would ruin me. You wouldn't.
Try.
He would.
He definitely would, so I wouldn't try him. Oh my god.
How does he even fit in that thing?
I think that's the joke. The real question is...
It's like Shaq driving a smart car.
Yeah.
Which she actually does drive.
Which he does, yeah. The real question, I think, there, though, is how is Drek standing around in there when they opened the airlock at the top of that place? That was like the vacuum of space that just leaked into there. Like, how the hell?
Is he an alien?
I mean, he is an alien. He's a blarg, but... I mean, I gotta go out here with the O2 mask. How the hell does he do that? I think that's just an oversight, though.
We must have missed him.
Uh-oh.
Who knows where Quark is now? If we're gonna catch those two, we need a faster ship.
Perhaps the space station will supply the ship we need.
That would be rather convenient.
Let's go check it out.
He's like Clank.
Alright, cool. So we'll go look for a faster ship then. And that means we're gonna end up leaving the ship with the cargo bay behind, unfortunately, but... Not to worry, we have the O2 mask, so we won't ever need to have anybody go running around on Orxon again. I don't think you can get to this point without seeing that little scene in the cargo bay of that ship that we have now. So, it isn't a huge concern. Watch some shows, see you later. Got some do we have busy. Yeah, Happy New Year's there, MB. We'll catch you later. Hopefully we'll catch you soon. Take it easy. I think the drone device was the new gun for this area. Yeah, it was. Okay. So, we will... now, the only problem with the drone device that I can really see personally is that when you leave a planet, if you have them out, it gets rid of them. But I mean, I guess it gives you something to get out of a... Like, basically, I had 9 ammo there because I had the drone device on when I left Pokitaru. But, yeah, I guess it's not a huge deal. I think these guys are vulnerable to the suck cannon, so let me see here. Come here, you. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, we have found them. We've found the space ducks. They actually do exist. Team 4-Star was not bullshitting. Then again, if you think that those space ducks are bad, wait till you see the space ducks and up your arsenal. Holy cow.
Those things are amazing.
Now, there is another way to skip a bunch of the level here with the speedrun skip. If you... There's that same jump that I was talking about on Umbris can actually take you all the way over there, but I am not good at that speedrun jump, so we're just going to go the normal way.
Take the normal way.
Yeah. It's probably
You're
for
not
the
in a
best.
hurry. You're not in a hurry.
No, I'm not at all.
You're not doing a speed run, so it doesn't matter.
Nope. Looks like this force field goes here. Let's follow the wire and see if we can find the source. Well, the wire goes in here, so I'll just tell you. The source of the power for the force field is this big-ass tower right next to it here. So if you blow it up, you can get rid of the force field. That will happen quite a lot, so hope you're ready to be doing that a few times.
Yes, I remember this planet.
Damn it. Got him. Just had to arc it a little bit. But yeah, you don't need the Devastator if you have the suck cannon to kill those towers, I think. Because if you have decent aim, you can kind of arc the enemies over the force field with the suck cannon. Like, maybe something like this. Hang on, like... Nope, maybe not. Okay, maybe you do need the Devastator for this part. I don't have the Kobe skills to reach over that with the suck cannon.
It doesn't go far enough, I don't think.
Nope. So if you don't have the Devastator at this point, or the Visibomb, because one of those two is pretty much necessary. I like getting both personally because they have uses, just it's slightly different uses. The Devastator is great at long range. The Visibomb is great at you can't see them yet range. So got a bit of phantom range going there, and it's going to come in handy like right now. But yeah, so I guess if you don't have either one of those, you're kind of screwed. But either way, you should be okay. Just do one of those.
This bomb's amazing. Even on the second game.
Yes. Yeah, even in the second game when the weapons later on that you get in that game are a little bit better. Even in that game, the Visibomb still has its uses. Now, there's a guy over there, and he didn't really get to do anything because I kind of moved before he could do it. He's manning a gun. There's a turret on here that we don't get access to now. But he can shoot you from back here with a bunch of rapid-fire weapons. So if you don't kill them quickly, you get hurt quite a bit. But we kill them quickly enough, so... Here's the trespassing part. Hey, Kira, how's it going? Everything's going good on our end. How's it going for you? Doing pretty well, thanks. That's good. Home alone for a week. That good or bad? Probably a little both, I would imagine. I like it when I'm home alone, personally, but... yeah, I mean, it could be a good or a bad thing depending on your, how everything goes. Maybe like this, and then get that aimed over. Nope, that's not gonna work. So that means this has got to go like that. This has got to go like that. And oh no, this has just got to go like that. I think. Okay. Oh, my drones are blowing. Oh no, those are the Agents of Doom. Never mind. Somebody was blowing up. There we go. Didn't actually need all of them this time. Maybe I can demonstrate this time with this guy, because I don't know if I can hit him without using the Glove of Doom here, but maybe I can demonstrate him shooting. And that's what the drone device is for, because it will let you take care of his little shots without having to worry about them too much. Now, they do explode after you, they take a certain amount of damage, but if you get across quickly enough, you can actually just make it okay. So as long as you have another gun to take care of things while the drone device is holding enemies off, you should be fine. That's the gist of it. Whoops. Kinda can't trespass with a bunch of enemies inside the suck cannon. Now we can trespass. Bit of both. Good since you don't have to worry about any noise complaints from family about the late night gaming. Bad since you have to prepare and cook all your meals. Yeah. Yeah, it's got a mixture of good and bad. Well as take care of your sister's dogs. Prepare and cook meals is just time consuming. Yeah. Partners here currently, so that's nice. Oh, that's good. It's good. Touch drop in for bits. They're currently playing League of Legends with a friend. Sorry. No, that's okay, Kira. No problem. You come in whenever you want. You come on in whenever you want. I will be glad to see you no matter what. So, let's see. Okay, that's not going to work. I think it works where it is, though. I just need to change the angle of the dangle here. Yeah, that should work if I go like that. There we go. Trespassers are a little bit tricky sometimes, but we'll make it all work. Now, if you really are having trouble with these guys, you could use the Visibomb to kind of come down on top of him. But I like the Glove of Doom, personally, because they can kind of walk right around his shield, so... See what I mean? Drone device makes quick work of those guys. Now, granted, I only have one drone left now, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. That's what they're there for, after all.
They're not quite as hard as some of the infiltrator puzzles.
Yeah, some of the infiltrator puzzles are pretty difficult.
They really are.
We'll get to that in the next game.
Yeah, those are...
At least, see, the difference between the Trespasser and some of the later puzzles that you have to do, like the infiltrator puzzles they're the Trespasser puzzles of the next game in the series. And the difference really is that with the Trespasser, you can see everything in the puzzle right away when you use the Trespasser. With the Infiltrator, you can't see everything. You basically almost play a bit of a guessing game with it to try to make sure you're going in the right direction and your time. So it's like panic-inducing a little bit.
What was the one where you had to shoot the things?
I can't remember.
It's not the Infiltrator, it's something else. Those are a pain in what, some of those.
Yeah, I can't remember which one was the shooting one, but hey, I got a Visibomb.
The one with the lasers.
Yeah.
You know which one I'm talking
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Is that the one in the third game?
I think so, yeah.
I think
so. Some of those were a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Oh, dear God. That is a fighter jet. We don't want to deal with that guy, not even from range where we can hit him. I mean, we probably could if I use, like, the drone device, but let's make use of our new Visibomb. So it's inverted controls, but basically you drive a remote missile way, way out there. It can go as far as the draw distance of the level. Now, if you go out of bounds with it, it obviously won't work anymore, but basically it fades out. And you can't... Your closed-circuit camera no longer works if you use the Visibomb and drive it out of the level. But it can go basically wherever it wants, even to places that you haven't been yet, so it's pretty good. I likes it.
Oh, those are the hacker puzzles.
Oh, the hacker puzzles. Yeah, that's the third game, I think.
Oh, yeah, those are hard, some of them.
Yeah. Alright, time for more Visibomb. I know he's in range of the Devastator, but...
Once that you have to shoot.
Yeah.
I think it's to be a pain. Yeah, you do that.
Yep.
Quite a bit.
Right on the nose, or almost on the nose. So yeah, I know they were in range of the Devastator, but I figured, it's fine. Might as well use our new gun. Give it a test drive. I'm not even going to shoot that guy. I'm going to shoot the thing next to him. Oh, it doesn't even work on him. Okay, good to know. The Blarger resistant to radiation. Good to know. I can actually also just do this. But yeah, those are like the nitro boxes from Crash Bandicoot. You definitely don't want to be standing next to them when they blow up. That's not good.
We haven't played that game forever.
Yeah. It's been a while.
I was thinking about getting
the Insane Trilogy.
Yeah, the trilogy.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it.
It's definitely a thought. One of these days I'll get it.
Yeah.
One of these days one of us will get it, I'll say that much.
It might end up being.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't played Crash in forever, man.
No, I haven't either. The last time I played that, I played Team Racing, I think.
Yeah, and that was a while ago.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
don't know if we ever beat Crash Bandicoot when we played that.
I think I beat the third one.
I don't know if we did. I remember I didn't beat it.
Did you beat Crash Team Racing when you played it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wasn't that hard.
Yeah.
Well, some of it was, but not that.
Right. Come with me, drones. There we go. So if the Glove of Doom is the boys, does that make the drone device the girls? Maybe. I don't know. Could just be more of the boys. I don't know. All I know is they keep me safe, and I am not going down there. Holy shit. Oh, and it even rises. Great. Alright, well. Oh, okay. Oh, the drone must have picked that guy up. Okay. So actually, it's kind of funny then, because...
It's actually surprisingly helpful.
It is. It's very helpful. It's almost like having a mind glove that just floats around you the whole time, basically. So it almost trivializes the mind glove completely, which is a little surprising to me. But I haven't really used the drone device before this, but I kind of got a little bit of a tip-off, not from anybody in particular. I just watched somebody doing it in a speed run where they avoided a bunch of bullet fire later on in this very level using the drone device. So it's pretty helpful. So...
yeah.
Let's see here. What else we got? Try cooking, but sometimes can't be bothered. Most of the time, don't cook. Same. Yeah, I get you. I got to be in the right mood to want to, cook anything more than like really basic stuff. So, this is the PS3 collection. This one. If you're referring to the Crash games I was talking about, it would be the Insane Trilogy. That would be for the PS4. This one's for the PS. This game, the Ratchet and Clank games, are for the PS3. So, yes, you're
talking about the other Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, unless you're talking about the PS4 game, yeah, which is not what we're talking about. So. And hello, Final Crash, SOR3. How you doing? Yes, the hacking minigame with the shooting was in 3. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Some of them are a pain.
Got Spyro for Christmas. Looking forward to playing it. Nice. Nice.
Spyro's fun.
We just got done with that one.
Not
too long ago. Yep. I think... if I remember right, there's a gold bolt around here somewhere that you can...
I just can't remember where.
Yeah, I think it's in this room, actually. It's just hard to get to, because you gotta, like... It's right there.
Right there.
Okay,
yeah.
I know how to get this, then. So here's what you gotta do. You need the Visibomb to do this, if I remember right. There's a hole up here, I think. You gotta go all the way up and around the space station here. You gotta be careful not to go outside the draw distance, but there is a tower somewhere up here. Controls the force field. I think it's right there. Yeah. Or maybe it's not that one.
No.
No, that was one later in the level. Well, I guess we won't have to deal with it now. I think it's just directly above this park right here, but I might have just missed it, like going up and around. Yeah, this thing flies forever though. Like you can just, as long as you don't drive it out of the level, it goes for miles and miles, man. God, I don't remember where this thing is, though. No, it's not that critical. I think we have enough gold bolts without this one for me to just get what I wanted anyway, so... it's not there. Nope. Pull up, pull up! It's gotta be around here somewhere. Let's fly out a little bit. Oh, okay. So it does have a set timer on it. It's pretty long, though, so... We'll go outside and we'll look for it. If I see another tower, I'll know what it is, so... Is that Visibomb ammo there? No, that's scenery. Okay. Let's get through here quick before I... oh, God. Hi, guys. Oh, okay. Ain't even need no weapons. Ain't even need no weapons to take you guys on. I got you with my wrench foo. All I wanted to do was this. There we go. At least there wasn't a radioactive box in the middle of all those boxes. That would have been a little upsetting. Oh well. Oh. Okay, they turned the green stuff into the orange stuff now. I don't know if this is lava or just different colored chemicals, to be honest, but kind of got to follow it a little bit. get through here. I'm going to try to stay to the left here because I don't want to get roasted. There we go. Oh, hello there. You're going to try to do this so that I get hit by the... Oh, okay, it did work this time. Yeah, he was going to try to shoot so that all of these green things would blow up, but, well, I got his number, so... There we go. One of these days we'll be able to draw in the bolts from a longer distance.
Yeah.
Just not today, that's all.
That does happen.
Yep. Had to replace your PS4, though, would shut down if playing games for about 15 minutes or so. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Good to hear that you got it replaced, though, because I could see how that would be rather a bit annoying. Okay, there's a swing shot target there. Ah, I see. So we just have to throw ourselves off this cliff in a bit of a leap of faith. Well, not a leap of faith, but a leap of some faith. Or maybe I should have used the Devastator before doing this. Yeah, it's fine. It buffed out. I didn't die. That's the important thing. Yep, and they conveniently knew that I would be doing exactly something as stupid as that, and they just let me have the nanotech. Wonder if I can blow these things up from here. Like, does it go down into the... Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter now. Ow. That was a big explosion. No idea, either a hardware issue or it's overheating. It doesn't feel that warm. No, that's not good. They don't make hardware like they used to. I've had that PS2 that's sitting there between the PS3 and PS4 on our little shelf there. I've had that thing for probably 10 years now.
Our PS1 did die, I think.
Our PS1 died, yeah, but that was after an extended amount of use as well, so...
Not as much as our PS2.
Yeah. That PS2 has seen extensive use. Even on my own YouTube channel, I've used it for any PS2 games that I've played. Yeah, actually, all the PS2 games I've played for my channel, I use that specific PS2 there, so...
Yeah, it's still good to use every once in a while.
Yep. It's done its work, though. It's having a rest now because it's been used so often. Oh, look, Gadgetron vendor. Let's see here.
I got some great bargains for you today.
I think I'll buy a few of these. See, the problem is that the ammo for the Visibomb is very expensive, so you kind of gotta be a little careful with your money if you want to be sure to be able to buy everything later in the game anyway. So, gotta be a little stingy with your money in this game, just a little though. Okay, let's see if I can go up here maybe. Oh, there's some boxes up there, but that probably means that we're going to be going up there in a few minutes. Actually, I think I remember that's probably the section where you're supposed to, like that one that I blew up, that's probably where it is normally, is right in there. The other one? I don't know. I could have sworn... Hold on. I could have sworn there was a way to get inside here. There's a thing up here, maybe? Yeah, here we go. There it is.
There's one for the gold bolt.
Alright, now we can backtrack. I just had to find it, that's all. Now I can backtrack and get that gold bolt. This is a bit of a long stage, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not a big deal. It's good. It kind of gives you the sense that we're making progress into a big enemy base, basically. Yeah, some of them are really long. Like Orxon was really long, but
which one's Orxon?
The home planet where you need the O2 mask to get in, and otherwise you just go as Clank, because you combine the amount of time that you spend there as Clank, and then you combine that with the amount of time you spend there as Ratchet, and it's like 2 levels basically. So, all right, let's see. Where does this go to? Ooh, that's close. Almost singed my nose hairs there. And my nose hairs are inside an O2 mask, so that should tell you something. You don't want to walk off the edge of these Magnaboot sections, though, because you can actually fall off if you walk off the side, so don't step your feet off of it if you can afford not to. I think I used the Devastator since then. No, apparently not. Well, I'm going to use it now. Nice. Those are too low. I'm probably going to need to take a hit here, aren't I? To get back over there. Let's see. Nope, never mind. Okay, we're good. But yeah, now you can, as you can see there, the force field is gone. So we can actually make our way over here and grab a gold mold. That's good. I think we have as many as we actually need without getting this one, but I'll grab it anyway. The hardware shit's all I can think of anyway. Yeah, it's got to be something like that if I would have to guess as to what could have been. N64 still kicking, though. It's likely because it's made of Nintendium. Yeah, they made those N64s to last, that's for sure. Never, it's okay with a few years old. It's still kind of annoying with everything else, just not games. Yeah, I get you. Never had an N64, sadly. A lot of good games on the system, in your opinion. Feel like you missed out a fair bit. There were quite a few good games on the N64. We got to play a few of them ourselves. It was mostly a machine for Pokemon, to be honest with you. We played a lot of Pokemon Stadium on that thing. Although we did get to play a few of the classics. We got to play, like, you know, Super Mario 64. That's the only one that sticks out in my mind, though. Honestly, it's been a long time since I've played the N64. I don't think we have it anymore, right, Steve?
No,
Like I think we got rid of it. Yeah, I think we had the games for it at one point, but I think those are also somewhere now, like somewhere out of our immediate grasp. So. It's okay, we got emulators for that now. Technically, I own all of the games that I'd be playing for the N64 anyway, since they're somewhere, just not immediately accessible by myself. So technically, using the emulator is not strictly illegal. Because I do own the product, I'm just playing it in a different format. Actually, that might actually still be illegal. I don't know. I heard somewhere that when you play emulator games, if you own the actual product, like, no matter what form the actual product is in, it's not technically considered illegal. But I'm not sure how good of legal advice that actually is, so. I think I went to, oh god. Phew! That was close. I was gonna say, I think I went too late there, but that's okay. Didn't have all the games that had received a lot of praise on it, but did have some of the good ones and still do. It's been almost 20 years since he got it and it's still working fine. Not sure how that works here. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. But, oh, well, he was trying to shoot at me there. But yeah, the N64, it's like you said, it's made of Nintendium. They built that damn thing to last, that's for sure. We could go beat that guy with the Devastator probably, but I mean, I like the Visibomb better. I almost kind of regret purchasing the Devastator in some situations rather than just waiting for the Visibomb, but it's alright. Both of the guns are still good, and essentially at this point in the game, the Devastator is almost like a strict replacement for the Bomb Glove, basically. I know I have the Glove of Doom in place instead of the Bomb Glove, but the Devastator does very similar things to the Bomb Glove at this point in the game for us, except it's at significantly longer range. The Bomb Glove still has its uses, it's just less useful than it was. So. Is that a ship up there? Well, that doesn't look like a faster ship, but I guess we are getting a little closer. Did I miss anything over here? I think there's some stuff up here. And there's a fiver right there that I missed. I don't know if you can get up there if you destroy the... I kind of destroyed the test tubes there. And you probably were supposed to, like, actually not destroy the test tubes. You were probably supposed to use them to get up there, like, use them as platforms, but... it's alright. I could come back later if I need the bolts. So here there's two options. If you have the drone device, there's 3 rapid-fire guys here, and if you jump across quickly, you can you can get past them, rather, not kill them, but you can get past them quickly without them killing you with the rapid-fire. Or you can use the Trespasser and totally take them on from a much better and more advantageous angle. I think this one's a little hard, though. Well, it's not there. And it's not there, either. So probably it's there. Let's see. Yeah, because that would go there. go there.
It wasn't that hard.
No. Guess it wasn't as hard as I was making it seem like. Oh, look at all that stuff. Go get them, boys! Hopefully that doesn't blow up my boys. It did. Damn it. I'm not a good father! Let me just get rid of all this stuff first then. Ha! Chain reaction. Didn't even need to bring the boys out for that one. So yeah, now that they're dead, we can walk through that section without really any problems. But again, if you have the drone device there, you can probably walk through that section without getting your ass shot to hell. But yeah, I usually prefer just doing it that way. More bolts this way, right? So that's the important thing.
Yeah, you need bolts in any game.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Come here, you. There we go. See, suck cannon getting some use. I don't think I used it very much in the last episode, so I made it kind of seem like, oh, you know, the Pyroster does a little bit better. The problem, of course, with the Pyroster is its limited range. It's a very good weapon, and it still receives its own use later. It's just, you know. Oh. Okay. I see. Oh, God. That's not good. I'm getting out of here! Okay. Now we should be able to handle them, because they should
Or we could use
be
a
able to.
bomb.
Yeah. I just want to see how many Devastator shots it takes to kill these guys. Probably 2. In case it wasn't obvious, the Visibomb is really, really powerful. It's just you have to stand still and remotely guide it in order for it to hit anything. So that's why it's excessively powerful at the expense of you being wide open for damage when it.
That's why you hide around corners.
Yeah, that's why you hide around corners with it and kind of, you know, turn it and stuff. I don't think I need this. Nope. We're over on the other side now, though. There's our ship up there. Well, it's our ship for now. It won't be our ship after this because we're gonna get something else. Can I get this guy from here? Sure can. Those guys would be a big pain in the ass coming up here in a little bit if you didn't get them this way, but since we can get them, might as well. Might even get another skill point for this. Nope. Oh well. Alright, now let's see here. There might be some enemies around that corner, so Glove of Doom's probably fine. Actually, I don't think Glove of Doom would work too well against the guys that would be around that corner. Yeah, Devastator's probably fine. I'm thinking of the guys with the shockwaves because they blow up my Glove of Doom guys if they use the shockwaves. So we can't have that now, can we? Let's see here. Okay, didn't even see you go there, Conquer, but welcome back. How was everyone's holiday? Very good, Kira. Very good. Mine was, well, you know, pretty good. I got a couple of little gifts, so not too bad. Actually got Pokemon Sword from brother.
One of them was technically a big gift.
Yeah, one of them was a big gift. That's true. One of them was a big gift. That's true.
A small box.
Right. Enjoying it. You had to play its younger sister been playing Pokemon Shield. She got from them almost non-stop. You'll get a chance, Conquer. I'm sure you will. But yeah, how was your holiday there, Kira? Everything go good for you? I don't think we can get inside here to grab these guys' bolts, though. I guess I can just do that. There's a few we won't be able to grab, but get as many as I can anyway. I can't get any more from there. See, just a few. But that's okay. Which way do I go, George? There we go. How long is this base anyway? Oh, we're almost there. Okay. Looks like there's a big hangar bay down here. Might I put the Magna Boots on? Oh. That's a tricky dick elevator you got there, Drek. Okay, so we can't use our weapons while we're here, but once we walk off this platform, well,
You'll need is
There's a lot of enemies to deal with down there.
They're all tiny, but well, some of them are.
Yeah, and there's some spawners for them. There's some nanotech and stuff, but basically it's a big arena. We're gonna have to deal with them. There's 2 spawners in the room, it looks like. I'm gonna use me handy dandy suck cannon for this.
That's gonna come in really handy.
There's 1 spawner. Also, they can get rid of the little enemies for you as well, because their shockwaves kind of destroy everything, so... Whoops. I'll do this first. There we go. Wow. Excuse me, pardon me. Need to create some distance here.
I like the upgraded suck cannon.
Oh, they're killing each other?
Yeah.
Alright, wow.
Suck cannon.
Watch out, pardon me, excuse me. Oh, there's a 3rd spawner, even. Alright.
You know, weapons are really good.
Oh, there's even a 4th spawner. Oh,
you know what I'm thinking of?
Which one?
The Sheepinator.
Oh yeah, the Sheepinator's really good in going Commando, yeah. Okay, their shockwaves appear to be getting rid of them, so...
Sheepinator's really good, especially when it turns
into the It's just gonna be me and them in a minute. Yeah. I don't think Glove of Doom is gonna do it here. Unless I throw him over here or something. Go get him, boys! Yeah, see, didn't really work out too well.
This is when you need the bouncer.
Yeah, if I had the bouncer, I would use it, but...
Going Commando. It's in up the arsenal, too.
Okay, well, that wasn't too bad. I made it look a lot harder than it actually was, probably, by running around in circles 7 million times. More than I needed to, but you know what I mean. We took care of things. No ship down here, though. Guess we'll have to keep looking. Gotta be one around here somewhere that's faster. Let's see here. Probably missed a few bolts here and there, like right here. There we go. I think that was one of the bigger ones too, actually, because there's the nut, the bolt, the gear, and then there might be one more that's worth 25 later in the game. Not 100% sure about that. Yeah, here's a cargo ship, but that's not really going to do it for us. So, no, that's not where I wanted to go. Oh, yeah, we didn't go in this elevator yet. We came in through a different elevator. That elevator. So, now we'll go in this one. Yeah, thought they were going to elevator flop me again, flip-flop the gravity on us. Oh, well. Fair enough, got them on release, really enjoying them. Fair play, not as much as normally would, though. Really nice, fair play. So much food, really nice gifts, family time, partners here for New Year. All was great. Good! Very good. Sounds like a very good time, then. I'm glad to hear it. Well, enjoying things right now, thanks. Yeah, I'm glad that you're enjoying things right now. It sounds like you're having a good time, having a good old holiday season, and it's going to be good into the new year, so that sounds good for you. Is there anything in my suck cannon now? I don't think so. I'm going to get it out anyway, because I think... Oh, here's Quark.
Captain Ratchet.
I was going to say, what did he do? Jump off to his death? But no, apparently he's got his own spaceship. How are we breathing out here? How are you breathing out here, rather? Oh. Okay, well, we found a faster ship. Now I just got to not crash it, that's all. So now we get to the climactic showdown with Quark. And the thing that Quark does primarily is he shoots a bunch of missiles at you. I think, yep, there's an accelerator on here as well, so...
You haven't gone to a hideout yet, have you?
No.
That's one of the next.
Or wait, are you talking about Umbris?
Yeah.
Because I've already been to Umbris, which is the obstacle course place.
The obstacle course thing.
Yeah, I've been to the obstacle course already. Now, the only problem with this boss fight that I really have is that it's a little tricky to dodge everything because you can speed up, right? But you can't really slow down, and I would rather be able to hit the brake on a lot of these mines if I could. Because otherwise they hurt just a little bit. Oop, I almost got away from it. And see, there's kind of a level limit as well. Like, you can't quite fly all the way out of the level there. You kind of have to... There's a limited draw distance on the level itself that you have to deal with, so... Ooh, that missile didn't quite hit its mark. Try to get it to do that. There we go. Took a couple of hits, but I'll take it. Oh, God. Ow. Uh-oh. Now later in the fight he'll start doing this. He'll use a tractor beam to try to keep you in one place. You can kind of swivel back and forth though. It's not too bad. I like this section a lot better than the section where he's shooting the mines and the missiles and everything at you, because it's a lot easier to kind of not take 7,000 damage from everything. Oh god. Yeah. Let's just get rid of those guys. Maybe I'll get a little HP out of the whole deal. Oh god. I think if you bump into those, you can actually lose a lot of health too, so it's better if you don't really do that. Oh god. Let's just get off to the side here. Oop.
I know when going to Mando, you can shoot those things.
Yeah. I think I got away from them though. Oh, he's still got a shield. Okay. Oh, there they are. Thankfully, their aim is not really all that great. Yeah. They seem to be shooting where I would be on the course if I was following Quark rather than where I am, so that's nice. Nope, there's health. Hang on. Let's go grab it. Thank you. I do need more missiles, yeah. So the fight is a bit of a gauntlet because of the fact that Quark has all this stuff, and you kind of almost have to do it in one shot, basically. But, because if you die at any point during the fight, you have to start all over again. But yeah, thankfully, we seem to be acquiring a decent chunk of health. It's not giving us back much health, but it's giving us back enough. So there we go. Who's your fitness trainer? I think I know, actually. There we go. We've actually seen his fitness trainer, but we won't know who his fitness trainer is until third game, I think?
I think in the third game we find out, yeah.
Yeah. It's not really that big of a reveal or anything. Like, it's, you know, it's scandalous, Quark's fitness trainer. It's not really anything like that. It's just, you'll know who they are when we get to that point. No, I don't have any missiles left. I'm thinking I can shoot him with the missiles right here, but no. Not really. Not when you don't have any missiles left. Oh god. Yeah. So here's actually one of the hardest parts, because he will now exclusively, I think, shoot mines at you. And you kind of got to slide to the side after shooting a little bit. Yeah, it takes a little bit of doing to do this part. Because if you don't slide to the side, you're just going to eat a big old field of mines, and that's not really good. So, gotta be a little careful. Wish I had some sort of auto-aim, or like a targeting assist module or something to let me shoot him where I'm not just shooting him on the side like this. Because if I get too far into the middle, I gotta kind of pull off and flank him again. Oh god. Gotta pull off and flank him again, and it's not really... Yeah, he is. Let's go, like, up here. There we go. Get some good damage on him now. Yeah, the little pea shooters don't really do a whole lot of damage, so it kind of... The missiles do a lot, but I don't have any left. If I had some left, this would be a cakewalk. Maybe I should have saved them. Oh, well. Let me go off to the side again. And slide my way in. Oh, God, I'm getting a little too close.
Yeah.
And, of course, you got to watch for the other rocks and everything like that, and it just... It's a little bit problematic, especially if you hit multiple mines. Then you take a lot of damage. Oh god, up and away. Alright, I'll come at you from a different angle then. How about that? There we go. Yeah, just take it slow. Nice and easy. He's not going anywhere. I mean, it seems like he's going somewhere, but he'll stay within the draw distance of the space station because they couldn't make him fly away on these PS2 games. So... Just take your time, don't hit the mines, ideally, and you'll be golden. Oh. You're trying to trick me, Quark. You put one all the way out there? Asshole. Ow. We almost got him, though. I'm, like, moving my head like I'm steering this thing with, like, a steering wheel, too. I'm, like, sliding back and forth. I think he was just said something about working something out, but sorry, Quark, you've angered Ratchet for the last time. Ow, ow. This is what I'm talking about, though. You can take a lot of damage very quickly if you're not careful there. So, oh god, like that too. Oh god, get away from that. Let's not screw this up right at the end, please. Stay out here for a second. Yeah. I'll just peg him with a few little pellets here and there until I can flank him. I feel like I'm playing Skies of Arcadia Got to flank everybody's ship before you can
like
really do damage. Yeah. Yeah.
You go down to like
There we go.
one little pea shooter shot left and he died. It was sunk.
And he dies.
Despite my earlier criticism, I must admit your piloting skills are improving.
Well, I mean, you got to fly all the way around here.
Help us locate Drek.
Come on, Clank. Can't you just once relax and enjoy a little success?
What? Space Corvette?
I'd love to have Space Corvette.
That's what he's looking at. Hey, look, it's even got an infobot in it. How nice. Let's see what it's got.
Reporting live from Gorda City. This once peaceful planet is being torn apart today in an unprovoked attack. It now seems certain that Supreme Executive Chairman Drek will not be dissuaded in his efforts to destroy the galaxy for his own selfish needs. All hope certainly seems lost.
Well, yeah, just look at that guy. I have a question that only people who've played this game before would know the answer to. I'll ask it after they're done talking.
Look, maybe you were right. This is a lot bigger than you or me. I was really selfish focusing on Quark.
It is not too late to stop Drek.
Hey, yeah, we've got this new ship. Let's go get him.
Now you are talking.
Nice. Guess they kissed and made up, basically. And we got the infobot for planet Ultanis. We were in Ultanis orbit at this base here. So now we can use the Space Corvette to go do that or go to any other planets we want to go to. I want to go exploring over here first, though, before we do that. And as you can see over there is a... that's where we were when we were first seeing Quark. Now, we can't quite get back to that point just yet. But if you leave the base and then you come back, you'll land back at the original entrance landing pad. And then you can go over there and collect those boxes because that teleporter that's over there leads directly from the landing pad, So yeah, let's take the Space Corvette and go fight, see if we can find out what's going on in Ultanis. But first, we gotta go over here. What's over here, you ask? Something that I have actually never seen before. I had never managed to figure out how to do this in the original. Like, when I have played this before this, I don't know how, because you kind of walk right into this building and you just look at the walls and you're like, okay, this looks like a wall jump area. But I've just never done this before. So we're gonna do it now.
There's a magnet section.
Go up this elevator, and when you go up here... now we're talking. So yes, if you go up this area in the base on Ultanis orbit, you can gain access to the first 5 gold weapons in the game. What a gold weapon is it's a more powerful version of the regular weapon, and you need to use gold bolts and certain number of regular bolts in order to purchase them.
That one was expensive, 30,000.
Yeah, so you can buy the first 5 weapons, the gold bomb glove, pyroster, blaster, glove of doom, and suck cannon. They're all expensive, of course, but you know, they obviously do significantly a lot to increase the power of the weapons that you get. They're a lot more powerful, and they usually have additional effects as well, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Hey, Rockin' Fun! How's it going? Didn't see you come in, sorry.
I don't even remember this.
Yeah, I've never done this before, actually. I've never actually seen this room, but I knew it was here. I read about it on the wiki, actually. Because I was like, where do you get the gold weapons? And it was like, in the post game, and I was like, in New Game Plus, and I was like, oh, okay. And then it was like, and I was like, wait, what? So, still a bit ill from yesterday. Had the great idea of doing bicycling for 2 hours straight in the cold. Your body still hurts. Yeah, you just need to keep resting that off, Rockin' Fun. It'll go away after a little bit of rest. So. It's way better than yesterday. It'll go back to normal soon. Didn't pay attention to the battle quotes during the fight, but you remember there's one you used to laugh at back then? Yeah, see, I can't really hear the battle quotes because of if I turn the volume up too much to the point where I can hear it, it'll, like, make too much echo on the microphone, so. It's unfortunate, but, I mean, what can you do? Anyway, at some point, eventually, I would like to get the gold pyrocitor, but I need 30,000 volts to get it, so it's very expensive. We'll get there eventually, but not quite yet. I would also like to get the gold glove of doom, but I think the one that I'm going to get first is the gold suck cannon. Because we've been using it quite a bit here, and it's, Quark's boss fight thing came back up. We've been using it quite a bit here, and the gold upgrade for the suck cannon is actually quite nice. It increases the range that you can shoot the projectiles that come out of the gun, it increases the damage of those projectiles, but most importantly, it increases the capacity of the suck cannon to hold small enemies from 5 to 10. So it's a significant improvement over the original suck cannon. And it's gonna come in fairly handy. I will get the Gold Glove of Doom and the Gold Pyrocitor as well eventually, but I kind of need a little bit more money before I can go do that. Incidentally, let me see how many gold bolts we have. We have 14 left in our pack, so we have plenty enough to buy all of the things that I want to buy. But we kind of need a little bit of money before we can start really thinking about that, because as it is now, we need to spend 40,000 to get the gold weapons, and we also need to spend 30,000 to get the premium nanotech. But once we do all of that, we'll be pretty well set with weapons. So it's a lot of money. We might get to 70,000 by the end of the game. And we also need a little bit of money for a couple of other things we'll need to buy later on down the line in the game too. It's the reason why you'll see that I left some bolts. So even though we could buy the old Glove of Doom at this point, I didn't want to do that just yet because we're going to need a few of these bolts on the next planet that we go to. So I figured it would probably be best to just hold on to that. But we got the gold suck cannon and a space corvette, so I'll call that a win in my book. Excuse me. Translate to something like, I introduce you to my missiles, so Ratchet, the missiles, Ratchet! And when do New Year's resolutions, don't tend to generally. I haven't done New Year's resolutions in a long time, personally. Maybe I'll set up one or two for this year. I don't really even know what I would do, though. Like, I can't exactly be like, I want my Twitch channel to have 1,000 followers by the end of 2020, because it's just not realistic, you know what I mean? Like, that's not going to happen. So... maybe I could just do something in real life. Maybe I could make a New Year's resolution for just getting into a good workout pattern. But I've been meaning to do that myself anyway, so... I don't know. I'll think of something. Anyway, let's take our Space Corvette out for a spin. It's really nice. I really like this ship. I forget if this is the last one that you get. I'm not sure if there might be one more that you get, but I think this might be the last one that you get in the game. Because the idea is that it's just the fastest ship that you can find, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Pretty much here's exercise more again. Uh-oh.
Clank? Clank? Come on, wake up!
Snake? Snake? Snake!
No, goofball. It's me, Ratchet.
What happened?
You got struck by lightning.
By lightning?
Yeah.
This place is having one heck of a storm. You won't be safe out there. I'll be right back.
You stay in the ship. We'll take care of things out here. Well, it appears that the thunderstorm out here is going to affect whether or not Clank can come with us. He actually can't come with us, which means we're stuck with regular old Ratchet with no gliding, long jumping, or nothing for this level. Here's the question I was going to pose at the end of that cutscene back on the space station there. How is Darla Gratch reporting here if the whole place is experiencing a severe thunderstorm and she's a robot? Or maybe the severe thunderstorm started after she started reporting, and that's why we don't see her here, because she... I mean, we already saw her get eaten by that one amoeboid thing back in Blackwater City, but now also she may have gotten struck by lightning. And it's just a recurring trend with Darla Gratch. She's always fine, I think, but yeah, she sometimes has terrible, terrible things happen to her, so... But anyway, yeah, we're Clankless, and we have a lot of level to cover here in Oltanis. Will we be able to find everything that we need down here, including location of Chairman Drek? And what in the hell is he planning to do now that we've gotten rid of his Planet Buster missile? Like, what else is he planning to do besides just picking pieces off the planets? Does he have any greater plans that we may not know about yet? Find out on the next episode of Ratchet & Clank, the Stream Edition, which will be happening on Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. Sorry I'm ending it just as you come in there, SV, but hello! How's everything going? Been fanficking it's not going well? Oh, that's not good. Yes, just entered as the stream's ending, but we'll be back on Tuesday for more of this. So, like I said, thank you for watching, everybody. Until Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to try not to stand under a lamppost. That doesn't seem like such a smart idea in a thunderstorm. I mean, the lamppost will probably get hit, but I might take some additional electric shocks. Either way, take care, everybody, and have a good night.